I was like, oh no. I was like thinking to myself, oh no, we're irrelevant now.
Oh, and then everybody popped in.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. All right. Fair. Lucy was watching The Click. Is it? Oh no, The Click. I see. That's something completely different. For some reason, my brain just immediately went to Adam Sandler's Click.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
It's always sagging down.
All right, I'm already seeing that one of the features that I set up isn't working. In that there's supposed to be there's supposed to be a live running chat on the bottom of the screen, but it just says transmission and it's not actually showing up. So that's something I'll have to fix.
Yeah.
Probably right now.
Oh, did it snap? Yeah, it did.
Oh, I actually can't fix it right now. Okay, I'll fix it later. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? We are doing okay, I think. What are you doing? How are you doing?
Me? I'm good.
Good. Yes. Me too. Nothing special. Just
why is my camera so blurry now all of a sudden?
It's probably something I did. I've done a lot of I've changed. Everything looks the same. I've done everything differently in the back. And I think maybe... Yeah, let me try this. Now it's just you.
Yeah. That's all good. I mean, if it is what it is.
Actually, that's
I don't think anybody...
That's how your camera looks to me, too.
Does it?
Yeah. It might be something to do with the
Discord's streaming.
Yeah, the bit rate or something. Dippity do from too much sleep? Well, I've got the exact opposite. I mean, I did sleep. I slept really well last night, but for the past like 2 or 3 weeks, I've been sleeping like 3 or 4 hours a night because I've been playing Minecraft.
Oh yeah. And you're getting like seriously into it.
Yeah, full autism mode. Just kind of, I just sit there and I stare at the screen and I'm like, and then like before I know it, it's like midnight. I'm like, what? How'd that happen? It was just like 2 p.m. like 5 minutes ago. And I've accomplished nearly nothing in the time too.
You know what it is, Nick?
What?
I would have to subscribe to Nitro.
Oh, to get the full, I was thinking there are other things we can use in the future that might be functional, better functioning for this. I could probably gift you Nitro if and write it off as a business expense in the future.
Yeah, because then my camera will apparently come through as 1080p, 60 FPS options will open up, but like right now, because I don't have Nitro, it just streams at whatever this is, 720p or something.
Yeah. So I'll always come through crystal clear, and you'll always know who's hosting the video.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The Lucy says Minecraft is an excellent time suck. Both my partner and I and my bestie love playing it together for hours. Yeah. So we're playing it on PC, or I mean, yeah, we're playing it on PC. And we're playing the mod pack FTB Skies 2. So there's like I spent like I would say 6 or 7 hours yesterday putting together a nuclear generator, a nuclear power plant. But yeah, but it's fucking complicated. You want to see it? Let's do
it. Yeah, show it off. It's so far out of my capabilities.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've just pivoted. We're no longer a debunking. We're now
we're Minecraft
stream. Yeah. Okay. This is my wind farm.
10,000 years Minecraft.
So this is my wind farm. It's currently producing 2.52 giga forge energy. Yeah, that's it. This is my nuclear power plant. And so basically how it works is this. okay, well, I mean, the nuclear power plant works just the way a nuclear power plant works, with like radiator things, and then there's like carbon rods at the top to stop it from melting down, and there's a turbine over there that's supposed to be spinning, but the problem is that I can't get it working because I have to put in this fissile material, and to generate the fissile material, you basically need to take a brine tank, and you need to put it into a electrolytic separator, which separates it from into brine, from brine into sodium and I can just look at the pipe, and sodium and chlorine, and then you take the chlorine and put it into a chemical infuser, which takes the chlorine and hydrogen, combines it together to get hydrogen chloride, and then that hydrogen chloride goes into this electrolytic separator. Or wait, what? Right? Oh yeah, chemical infuser into that, and then that takes that into this chemical infuser, which isn't running because I can't get it to output. Or is maybe it's this water vapor, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, and then, god damn it, what is this, uranium oxide? Yes, that's uranium oxide, and then it goes into this oxidizer, and then it goes into here with this yellow cake uranium, and then eventually it's supposed to go out this pipe into this thing, which is supposed to centrifuge it to make it into enriched uranium, which then I can pipe into my reactor, which will then generate enough power to run all my machines down there.
Oops.
And yeah.
That's it's way outside of my expertise,
and that's what we're doing later.
Yeah, so that's Nick's special project. I was growing wheat.
Keirris was just growing wheat. Yeah, the uranium. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, the thing is that the mod pack is so intensely fun because it's as complicated or as non-complicated as you desire. If you choose to start generating power, I mean, eventually you have to build a nuclear reactor, and then that's not even the final stepping stone. Eventually you have to build a fusion nuclear reactor. We've been playing for like 2 or 3 weeks, and we've set all that stuff up, and we're only like a third of the way through the beginning part, and I've just kind of followed threads to a point in which I'm not supposed to be yet, so that I can make getting to that spot easier. So I found tricky ways of getting around the imposed limitations that the mod pack authors had put in place. Getting uranium in the first place was a pain in the ass, but you can use mystical agriculture to like turn the uranium into seeds and literally grow more uranium. So, but getting the first uranium, you're not supposed to get it until way later. But I went through this whole circuitous route, like diving into different mod packs to try to come to a way that I could skip a huge step. And I don't even remember how I managed to do it, but I did it. Yeah, underwater glass domes. I've never understood how you can get the because like the water becomes water source blocks. I mean, that's always been challenging. Like once you bucket out one block of water, doesn't it just create a new source block?
Sponges. Just use sponges. So there's a thing in the game. There's an item in the game called the sponge, and basically what you do is if you put the sponge down, it like sucks up like I think it was like a 3x3 grid, something like that.
Okay, so you just fill the inside.
Yeah, you build a dome,
mm-hmm.
and then you just put sponges in, and that basically sucks the water out. And you can just drain the dome, and then you can build underwater bases.
That's super cool. Sick.
If you get a lot of that.
I didn't know sponges were in the game. Or sand blocks. Yeah, that makes sense too. Oh, there's
this. Say this, and it's going to sound really, really, really old, but yeah, sponges are a relatively new thing to Minecraft. They were only added about like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
They had a decade.
Did they add panda bears?
Panda bears were relative. That's a relatively if they're in the game, I'm pretty sure that's a very new thing. I don't think there's any bears, or there weren't any bears. The last time I earnestly played Minecraft unmodded was when they added bumblebees.
I stopped playing unmodded Minecraft before bumblebees. I don't remember what they had added. They added the axolotl in the update that I stopped playing base Minecraft and started playing modded Minecraft.
It's not really a thing.
Hey, Kenny Bettle, we're way off track here. We started out by considering that we were going to talk about the stuff that the stream is actually named after, but then it ended up talking about Minecraft instead. So it's amazing.
There you go.
So, Keirris,
yeah,
go on.
Go ahead.
No, you go on.
Well, it's probably the same thing.
Yeah. What is it?
I'm willing to bet it's the same thing. I was going to say, I'm programming the entities, the ghosts, and their evidence and stuff. And there are words in here that are foreign languages that you're going to be more familiar with understanding than I am. So, so basically, I want to like just very briefly go over this sort of like this process. So, Nick and I obviously debunk ghost videos.
Yeah,
that's one of our primary systems. So, given our love of the paranormal stuff, and given my interest in building video games, I've decided to basically pivot all of my different video game ideas into one, and I've actually made a lot of progress on it. So I'm making a ghost / cryptid / sort of supernatural entity, I don't know, investigation game. So the purpose of the game is you're going to basically go in, show it,
share your screen so that when we get to that point, I can.
Oh yeah, I can. I just switched my camera. I'll switch it back.
Yeah, it's okay.
You want to share my screen?
Yeah, share your monitor so that I can do the watch together thing, and then so that we don't.
Should I do the entire screen there? Everyone can see my Flutter desktop.
Okay. Why not?
Yeah, so basically it's a paranormal investigation game. You're going to go in. The purpose of the game is you essentially start in a specific area, start a safe zone, and then you exit the safe zone and you go into the map. Your goal is to find 3 objects of personal attachment to the spirit that is possessing the apartment or the place you're in. Saw my bit stream go crazy. Looked like I was a mosaic.
Yeah.
Internet. Anyway, so you're supposed to find 3 objects that are personal effects to the possession of or the entity that's possessing the building. There's going to be 3 different types of lore items that are inside of there, inside the map. So you're going to go out, you're going to find these items. You're going to bring them back to the summoning circle or the circle of protection, and you're going to expel them. That's going to lower the boss's health. And so basically, if you go in and you fight the boss right away, it's going to have 5 times the health, 5 times the speed. It's going to be immune to a lot of damage types. So if you want to weaken the boss, you have to find its personal effects, take them back to the circle, and then purge those items, which takes 1 tick away from each of its, takes a health bar off every time. To discover what item you need to summon the boss so that you can fight the boss, you need to go and read the lore pages. And the lore pages are essentially just going to be like Mad Libs, where it's like, a piece of like the murder victim was found with a bell in his left hand. So it suggests that maybe you need the bell to summon the enemy. And so there's going to be different pieces of information throughout the map that you basically have to go. You have to read the document, and you have to go, okay, reading all the way down. You have to sort of Batman extract the information that's relevant to the ghost type that you're going to be fighting, and then you summon the ghost, battle the ghost, beat the ghost, win the mission.
Never try to do something. Never try to test new features.
Do a test. Yeah, there you go. So I'm pretty excited about this. The way I envisioned it originally was Vampire Survivors. It's an isometric game. It's called Vampire Survivors. We're going to be haunted by the ghosts at the same time. So so the way that the ghosts are going to be. So I have 20 possessions, 20 different ghosts that will be the possessions of the arena. So when you go in, it's going to randomly select one of the 20 ghosts. And then I should be talking over here. I'm looking at my desk. So it's going to pick one of 20 different ghosts. And then those ghosts are going to dictate which kind of evidence you need to collect and which kind of items you need to purge. The players are not going to know what kind of ghost entity it is when they go into the map. They're going to have to discern that by investigating, figuring out what the evidence is, and then breaking the evidence from there. And so I think Phasmophobia, where you have to go in and you have to figure out if it's got UV fingerprints or whatever to figure out what kind of enemy it is. Instead of guessing what enemy it is, you're going to actually have to exercise the enemy. All the while, there are a lower tier of ghosts that are going to be wandering around the arena and hunting you like they would normally. So right now I have 4 different ghost types. So we have the first one is a
Oh, there we go.
phantom, and the phantom will relentlessly chase the player around the arena whenever they get into a close proximity to the enemy. The phantoms will lock into the enemy or lock into the player and then chase the player and damage them psychic or damage them physically. There's a heart rate monitor, and when the player takes damage, the heart rate increases. And there's like a huge player economy system with it that I'll have to explain as I go. But the second ghost type, is a poltergeist. It's going to be throwing things at the character, and if the character gets hit by those things, it's going to lower the sanity, which is cool. The character is going to lose sanity. And then I have a spirit, which is an unkillable entity, except you can use flash to dispel the entity. But that one drains sanity really quickly. And then I have mimics, which basically take the place of a random item in the arena. And then if you walk too close to it, it like explodes out, plays a sound effect, and then attacks the player. It's gonna be super neat. I also have jump scares that are built inside the missions. So like if you're exploring the map, sometimes you'll walk over top of a certain area, and if your heart rate is low enough, let's say, and your sanity is low enough, it will cause it'll do a jump scare, and the character's heart rate will peak. Which the heart rate is it's a variable health system. So typically in video games, when you have a health system, you have 100 health, and then when you take damage, that health goes down, and then the player dies. In this case, it's a heart rate, and the heart rate is going to start at 70, which is resting heart rate, and then as it gets attacked by, as the player gets attacked by enemies or interacts with like jump scares or starts hallucinating, because I'm going to put the Eternal Darkness hallucination system into this, the character's heart rate is going to go up. If the heart rate reaches 200 beats per minute, the character dies. You fail the mission, that's it. So you basically have to like explore the map and then hide and sort of like recharge, like calm down, so that you can push further into the game. There's no like health packs that you're going to be able to get. You're going to have to basically like sort of manage the pathways and avoid ghosts or interact with ghosts or expel those ghosts quickly or something like that. I haven't quite figured that out because this is only the second week I've been developing this. Yeah.
Do you want to show what you have so far?
Yeah, sure.
I'll
Obviously,
to this
is between us. This is between us because this is a project that is in development. So I'm kind of figuring out the ropes, figuring out how the systems are going to work, and what have you. I'll let Nick figure out the screen.
There you go.
Right?
That's Keirris' screen through my screen, so that's why you see 2 taskbars.
Yeah. So basically, what I'll show you some small stuff. Nothing is really like secret because I actually have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm basically making it up as I go and learning every single thing. Every system that I've created so far has been its own self-contained little system because I don't actually know how to make games. I'm just basically going like, this is what I want to do, and then researching a bunch and trying to figure out how to do that and then implementing it. So right now what I'm working on is this is the evidence system. It works on an enum system. So basically what it is I just list every type of evidence that I want the ghost to have. And then I have a master bestiary where I can like select like a particular enemy. So this is, in this case, this is a German ghost called a Noxshare. I don't know. They could probably pronounce that better. Nox Zahir. I don't know. So if I click on that enemy, it allows me to select. Sure. So basically, I'm allowed to like I can come down here and I can select the evidence types and what exactly I want that ghost to check for, and then using like an enum like I have in my player blueprint here, it's going to look really complicated, but this is an enum here. Basically, what it does is it allows us to select a specific state and then assign that state some sort of protocol, let's say. So in this case, this one controls the light system in the game. So the flashlight is always on. It has a battery level. And then if you hold the left trigger, it's going to activate UV light, and the right trigger activates infrared light. So this enum basically says, if I hold down the left trigger or the left mouse button, it's going to ask, is the left trigger being held? If it is, then it's going to go to this branch here. And then from there, it's going to say, if this is, if the left trigger is being held and the right trigger is being held, and that's true, we do this. And then if that's true, we do this, and then so on and so forth. So if you hold down both the trigger, it's gonna activate a flash. So this basically, this map here just says, hey, we're gonna subtract a flash, activate the flash, what have you. I'm just gonna mute the stream because I'm getting confused there. And then basically the other side of it is if you're holding left trigger, activate UV light.
You can hear your voice through the stream?
Yeah, I just had to stream like the sound on like the lowest amount on the YouTube, just so
Oh,
that I could make
okay,
sure
yeah,
that the
yeah.
microphones
All
were
right.
working.
Yeah, because I could hear my
So yeah, if you're
voice through
holding,
your desktop stream, so I muted your desktop stream, or I turned the volume down so that it wouldn't like.
oh
We
yeah,
have to come up
that's
with a
fair.
way better system to to do
Yeah,
all this, but
we'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll figure it
One
out in
day
the
I'll be sitting
future.
next to you in a studio.
Yeah, and you'll
But
have
yeah,
a really
so
nice laptop to show this to.
yeah, hold the left trigger, activates UV. Hold the right trigger, activates infrared. Hold no trigger, activates normal light. So basically, the system is essentially just telling the game which trigger is being held, and then what to do if both the triggers are being held together, and then how to calculate the flash charges, how many flash charges the player can have. It's a clamp. It says like minimum 0, maximum 3, so it won't overcharge to like 200 flash charges. And then which actor can be damaged by it. I have it tagged as paranormal, so everything I tag as a paranormal entity can be affected by the flash. And then if you scroll down here, you can start to define other things like which enemy is stunned by the flashbang, which enemy has no effect against the flashbang, which enemies are dispelled by the flashbang, and then sound effects for each one. And then like this system it's not very big in comparison to other video games, but it's a little bit of a complicated process. But it very much is just a programming language, very much a if this then that then that then that then that then that, which is a really handy way of doing the
Hmm.
games. So I designed the user interface is going to be a camera function. So we have this sort of camera overlay here. This and the bottom section here don't function presently. But when the game starts, the record logo shows the state. So if I were to show you what the game looks like, just to simulate the game, this right here is a circle of protection, handcrafted by myself. Essentially, what it is if I could explain all the symbology, but we'll do that at a much later scale. But essentially, what it is it's a circular protection under Wicca and Norse mythology. The Wicca being the center here, we have a pentagram and then an inverted pentagram. Both are circles of protection. One defends the person, the other one repels evil back, basically. And then all the sigils around the outside of the circle are wards of protection or Norse runes of protection. Then in each of the corners, you have the spirit. I want to say it's spirit, water, fire, earth, and air. And all the symbols are pointing in the right directions and everything like that. And then if you look at the center of it, I've got the sun, and then the center is supposed to be the three moon sisters, but I couldn't really get it to work the way I wanted it to. But this is essentially just an amalgamation of a bunch of different, super or like what do you call it, wards of protection. So looking at the UI here in the top right corner, we have the scoreboard. As you notice, it says 0 bytes. So basically, the way it works is when you kill an enemy, it assigns you a certain value. So in this case, it's going to be 50 bytes worth of data per kill. Essentially, you're collecting evidence by like killing enemies, and so the goal is to get as much evidence as humanly possible. So like 20 gigs, 30 gigs, 40 gigs, something like that. The flashlight battery is going down and not recharging, which is unfortunate because it's supposed to there. Still a work in progress, but yeah. So every time you spawn in, it's going to change the position of the player. So that was the kitchen. Now I'm in the foyer. So yeah. So essentially, when you walk forward, there are enemies that are going to spawn throughout the map. They don't have pathing quite yet. So if I wander around, I might find one. My flashlight is flickering, so I know there's an enemy nearby. So that was a phantom. The phantoms are chasing me because they're designed to basically pull the character's position and then find them. These characters here, these are poltergeists, so they drain the sanity when you look at them or when you're in proximity to them. So you can see the brain meter in the bottom right corner is decreasing. That's going to be a system where as the brain starts to decrease, it's going to activate other hallucinations. So there's a chance that the character is going to hallucinate like an entirely crazy perception or perspective. The poltergeist can only be destroyed using blue light. So you have to activate, by holding the left trigger, you have to activate the infrared light, and that will dispel those particular entities. If you wander around the map, you'll see these guys here. On the left, you'll see the sanity drain. The sanity drains super quickly because these enemies here are the spirits. And so what they're going to do is drive the character insane when they're looking at them. I kind of think they're like angels. They will disappear after a certain amount of time if you don't expel them. They're only like a 30-second temporary window. And then entering the circle of protection will gradually refill all of your meters, calm the player down, and refill the sanity meter, which is not presently working, but I'll figure that out later. So here's a couple spirits. The way to dispel that is holding down the left trigger and then tapping the right trigger will activate a flash. and dispel those enemies. Pretty cool. Somewhere in this map, I don't know if there it is, is a mimic. So the mimics will take the form of objects in the map and can only be dispelled using red light. So if we spawn again, no mimics spawned. The mimics will spawn. The game will randomly pull and say how many mimics are in the map. There's one, or there's either no mimics or 3 mimics. So the player never knows where or how many or whatever. So if you click play, sometimes like I have like a little note up here. So that notification says there is 1 mimic in the map somewhere. So now if we wander around, we can see where that mimic is, or try to find that mimic. It can be any one of the chairs, any one of the objects on the tables, pretty much everything. It could be this thing. It could be picture frames. It could be this garbage bag over. And it was that chair. So it transforms, destroys the actor. That actor is permanently gone from the map, and it plays a sound, and that's supposed to raise the player's heart rate.
And an actor is the game developer term for any stationary object, or
every single thing in the entire game is considered an actor in some manner, unless it's a pawn, which is a player controllable entity, or a character, which is the player itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is an actor, but this is a pawn actor. So yeah, it's gonna be a top down. It's gonna be an isometric top down game. So you're essentially gonna be wandering around like this. I'm not sure if this is exactly how it's gonna be. Yeah, bird's eye. So mostly because I like the concept of a 2-dimensional game, or like a top down game. It just simplifies a lot of things. Like I don't have to worry about anything outside. I don't have to worry about roofs or anything like that. But I am putting in planes so that if I decide that I want to have a first person mode, the players will have a roof to look at, and then the game is designed in a way that I can switch it from third person to first person to like whichever particular angle that I personally want to have. So if later on I decide I don't really like the top down sort of perspective, I can literally just rotate the camera. That being said, this map has like nothing on the bottom shelves, and so just to sort of like preserve some some sightline. I don't have anything on the bottom shelves because if you're looking at it from a bird's eye view, you're never going to see that. So to keep the map really small, like low
file size.
File size, or like performance, to improve the performance. It would be a top down. So this is just the first map I made. It's the community hall. It's like a pre-developed asset pack that you can get, and then this is like sort of the layout of that map that they had already designed. Everything is placed by hand by the people who developed this asset package. All I did was I went through and I rearranged all of the furniture in a way that there was like oops, not that. It's P. Hit P. P shows the nav mesh. Looks like the bathroom's broken again. I'll have to fix that. So I just basically rearranged everything so that the players could freely navigate around the mesh, around the arena. And the reason that's probably messed up is because the actors, the actor radius went back up to that. So I'll just turn down the actor radius. So now everywhere the green is, a player can move, and the entities can move. So I just rearranged all the furniture so that the characters can move around freely. But everything else is sort of like just like a pre-designed package. So there's a lot of stuff going on with this game. It's going to be really complicated, but I'm thinking it's going to be a top-down game, mostly because when you're working in the third dimension, you have to consider everything that's in front of you, above you, below you, side to side, everything like that. When you're working from the top-down perspective, it's only this view, and so you can sort of like it cuts out like 2/3 of the game's development process if you're only looking at one particular plane. That's why a lot of people like doing side scrollers, because they only have to worry about that side profile. And having that side profile definitely allows the development cycle to go faster. And you can do a little bit more experimentation with this, because if you don't have to worry about how the characters look if they're flying across or gliding across the ground, because you're never going to see their feet, then you can you don't have to worry about animating their feet, kind of thing. It's like an action. Oh, it's gonna be scary. It's like a top down Ghostbusters investigation game. But presently you're just wandering around. I had those entities spawning rapidly so that I can like interact with them and make sure that certain parts are running. But in the final release, they're not going to be. You're not going to see them that easily. You're going to be walking around a corner, and then the enemy is going to burst out of a door and attack you. Or you're going to be wandering around, and all of a sudden you're going to get hit in the head with a cup, and you're going to be like, "There's a fucking poltergeist around here. I got to find it." And so right now it's just set up so that I can test it as quickly as possible and figure out if things are working or if things are not working.
Yeah.
In the final release, it's going to be like you're going to be on edge the entire time because you're wandering around with essentially just the only thing you can see is this little beam in front of you. The rest of the map is going to be like basically pitch black. And then from that inky darkness, a creature can jump out at you at any time, or you can be like a whole manner of things. When the hallucinations start happening, if your sanity drops to a certain point, the character is going to be like wandering around, and all of a sudden the flashlight's going to turn off, and it's going to be pitch black, and you're just going to hear screaming.
Is this
gonna be hallucinating?
Is this gonna end up being kind of like the tutorial map, and then the other maps are gonna be like much bigger?
This map won't be in the game probably.
Oh, this is just a test map. Oh, you're just trying to figure out how to do it all on this.
Yeah, exactly. This is a map with as little rooms as humanly possible, so that I can say, if like for instance, like this was the player spawn room, and I was like, well, I want to try to figure out how to like move player spawns around the map organically. So I put one here and I put one over here, and I can literally just take this, and if I grab one, I can just move it over here, and now there's a chance that the player can spawn in that room, right? So I wanted to see how there. See, now it's spawned in the middle of this room.
Oh shit!
So
that's awesome.
That was me basically.
That looked really easy.
Yeah, it was. It's super easy. That's one of the best parts about working in this program is you can literally just do that. All the red arrows are where the enemies can spawn right now. And then if I click on an object, there's a tag at the very bottom. If you, I'll search up tag here. And then all I have to do is if I want something to be a mimic, like I want this case of beer over here to be a mimic, all I have to do is add an array down here and tag it with mimic. And now there's a chance that case of beer could be a mimic.
Sick.
Right? So this essentially, this is just literally just a test map. Everything here is placed in a way so like I could test like how the lighting system works, how the reflections work, how shadows are going to play a role in the game, pathing and stuff like that. This is just me learning. In the final game, there's going to be like you'll be in the sanatorium. There's going to be a school. There's going to be a cathedral. There's going to be like a whole bunch of random like different places, and your job is to go in, survive the map, investigate the map, figure out what entity you're dealing with, weaken the enemy through purging its personal effects, and then summoning the enemy with the correct summoning item, because if you use the wrong one, it doubles the enemy's health bars. And then basically you and up to 4 other players, if I can figure out how multiplayer works, are then going to have to run around the arena with the head cut off, shooting your fucking flashlight behind you, trying to exterminate the boss. Because the boss is going to be chasing you, attacking you, trying to kill you because you enraged it by breaking its stuff. And then if you can successfully purge it, the character is you're going to get awarded a score. That's going to give you experience, which will level up your character or level up your investigator profile. It's going to give you some money, and then it's going to send you back to the museum. And basically, the museum is the hub world. In between missions, you're going to be walking around your own personal museum, and that museum is going to have exhibits that are set up that are a miniaturized carbon copy of the map that you're investigating. So if you can imagine like this, the slice would be like if I took like the bingo hall over here. If I took this slice over here and I put that in your museum, as you complete it, you're basically going to be saying, "Oh, I've exhausted all the evidence. I've found every single cursed object. I've expelled every single type of cursed or enemy that could be in here." And so when you go to that location, or when you go to that exhibit inside of your museum, it's going to be laid out with like all of the cursed objects that you found, all the lore files. You'll be able to read them there and whatever. And then essentially like Mario 64, where you have the painting, you just sort of go to the farmhouse.
You could just go in there.
That's exactly. Cool. And so you're going to basically, as you investigate and as you complete certain objectives, or as you like hit that, like, oh, you found that rare cursed objects that was in the map. Congratulations, now that's in the museum, and you're filling out these like large displays. And then similar to like how Peak, there's like the lobby where you have like the chessboards and stuff like that. I'll have an arcade inside of the museum, so that when you're in between games, if you're waiting for your buddies to get online so that you can go and do some investigations, you'll be able to go into the arcade and then play some of the smaller projects that I have going. So like if I want to learn how to make puzzle games or like a 2D platformer, or like the vampire, like the original concept of this game was Vampire Survivor, but instead of shooting projectiles, you only had a flashlight and you had to survive an onslaught of enemies. And then it just sort of evolved into like this little bit more like complicated process. So that Vampire Survivor model, where you're just sort of surviving wave after wave after wave, it's just going to be an arcade game in the arcade. I figure I can just sort of mess around with smaller projects. Maybe you'll go in there and there'll be like a llama flight simulator that you can play or something.
And one of the things that Keirris asked, and I think it's a great idea, is that if you do play his game, you will be able to find the full entire rational ghost hunters, rational investigators guide to ghosts or the paranormal.
Yeah.
You'll be able to find the entire guide that I've been writing for 2 years once it's complete inside his game, and you could just read the whole thing in there.
Yeah. The whole thing, like, and other things that I thought would be really neat is if I do
my novel. We'll put my novel in there too.
Yeah, we could put pretty much anything in there. I was thinking about, taking some of your videos, like your history of jump scares and stuff like that, and then making them into the game too.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Like, you'll have like a TV or something like that that's like tuned to our YouTube channel.
Dude, wouldn't it be cool if we could have it so that every time somebody's playing the game, it like feeds the video through the game so that it counts as a view?
That would be. It would be. You know what? Like,
ads and all.
Do that. But like, think about it like this. So there is like, what's that game of Sandbox, or even Vane. Vane does that. You can actually like go to the TV and you can type in a hyperlink and it'll load up a YouTube video and you can watch a YouTube video while you're surviving the zombie apocalypse in Vane at power. So if I do that in here, technically it would work. Every time somebody boots up the game, it like boots up your video, but it would have to hyperlink through the internet browser and then like basically create a protocol between the two, and then you could stream stuff.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive had a thing like that too, I think. But
we could make the character. We could give the characters our merch.
Yeah, we could do pretty much anything. Like,
why don't you just make the characters us?
I can do that. Yeah, with the metahuman system. Yeah, I can just make all the multiplayer characters are you, me, Christian, and
make unlockable extra characters.
One person will have to be a clown.
Yeah, one person. That would be Christian.
Yeah, well, it'll be my character model. It'll be me, you, and Christian, and then a clown. So
and then a clown. So the fourth player is always a clown. Wouldn't it be great to have have a cosmetic system where you can unlock secret extra characters so that you can put like Spider-Man or not Spider-Man, but like
Pro Skater, where you're just like the mall cop or
Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
like a secret mode where you join in as the ghost and try to hunt AI controlled ghost hunters.
Yeah, I could like, there's a lot of
things that could be one of the hallucinations.
Yeah, you hallucinate and you're the ghost instead. And yeah. I think like I had some like really
there you go, Scooter Man.
Scooter Man, yeah. I had some really diabolical ideas where I explained this to you once before, but I'll tell everybody else. I thought it'd be really funny if one of the hallucinations was it just saves your character's position, the position of all the enemies in the map and stuff, and basically makes a snapshot of where you are presently, and then lets you continue the game until you finish the map, exit the map, go back to the museum, and then basically you're like, oh yeah, that was a fun map. Let's start another one. The moment you start the next map, it just like teleports you back to that save point, and everything from that point where you succeeded in killing the boss and like exited the map and all that shit was all hallucination.
It would be really cool to have it so that there's like subtle things that help you understand that you're actually hallucinating. Like,
yeah, like the top is like infinitely spinning, like Inception.
Yeah.
Or just like something changes, like the American flag is a Helldiver's flag or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Super Earth. Yeah. I'm gonna be working on this for a while. My plan is to complete a playable demo by December. The progress I've already made in the game, I'm pretty sure I'll have a playable demo way before then. But if I keep working on it, keep adding systems. Right now, I'm working on the boss system, the evidence system, and then the item generation system. So it's going to say sort of like I have like a whole where to go? There it is. I have this whole like worksheet that or like whiteboard I'm working on right now. So like different map ideas, different like the circles of protection and stuff. These are the enemy ghost types that I'm planning on putting in the game. So like you've got like the Dybbuk here. You've got Duppies from the Caribbean, the German one, the Nosh hair, the Pokogon because Nick was recently talking about. And I was like, oh, that's got to go in the game. And then Philippines, the Sri Lanka. I have like a good I was trying to like grab a ghost from every culture, so that there was a bunch of them represented. The abbot is just a clergyman because I couldn't. All the North American ghosts, they're just like, it's Sarah Caldwell from the Amityville or some shit like that. It's an actual like name.
Like the only thing that we have is like a Skinwalker or like the Wendigo.
Yeah, I could put a Skinwalker in the game. That'd be pretty cool.
Put a Wendigo, dude. Do a whole forest level with a Wendigo hunt.
Dude, I could definitely do that.
Yeah.
Like I could do like a cursed village and then the cursed village map that I was talking about.
What if it's just like a sprawling map? Like the largest map is the Wendigo hunt map, and then it's just but the trees are just always blocking your flashlight.
You could that actually wouldn't be that'd be super neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do alternative game modes. Like you don't necessarily always have to be hunting. Because you could even do
ghosts are great. Yeah, do cryptids too. Like hunt the Jersey Devil, hunt the fucking Mothman.
Yeah,
like go to the you could like import land maps and then like build.
Yeah,
like that's what you were trying to do before. You were trying to build our the city we live in the fucking.
Yeah, I was trying to handcraft it. But yeah, I guess like the thing that I'm really looking at right now, this is the ghost hunting mode. But like, what if the ghost hunting only takes up half of a quarter of the game? There's like ghost hunt, cryptid hunt, because like it can be everything.
Yeah,
aliens. I don't know if I want to put aliens. I might put aliens in the game.
What if it's like it randomly? There could be like this thing where it's like you could always do a ghost hunt, but then sometimes the phone will ring and it'll randomly provide you with another.
Like a job to go on.
They'll be like, hey, there's a Wendigo here. There's been like 5 Wendigo sightings over here, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, and then.
I'll do the Wario smooth moves of fucking ghost hunting.
I'm not familiar.
Where it's just like, the Wario smooth moves. It was a Wii game where you basically like the game would boot up, or like you play the game and it'd be like, pick up the receiver or pick up your controller like it's a phone. You have to be like, you have to grab your controller off the table and pick it up like this.
Oh,
and then it'd be like, all right, now peel the banana, and you're like,
that's fun.
Random shit at you. So like you could be like one of the things I thought would be really neat is what if the Wendigo thing is a hallucination? So you're like walking around the map, it's a top-down game like this, and then all of a sudden you're in a forest, it's first person, and you're being chased by a Wendigo through the forest.
Oh, that's pretty sick too, yeah.
I could do that. Like I could do a blend of different things. Like this could be the third person mode where you're like basically doing this particular map. You're like, you're having this ghost hunts that are top down, and then all of a sudden it's like you're in a cornfield, it's first person, so that map happens to be a first person map. I can do that, it doesn't matter. Like the rolling perspective of this, it doesn't, like I can even do like a top down view like this as the game, and then have like how Grand Theft Auto has like the third person mode and the first person mode. Yeah, just put a first person mode in, it won't change anything.
What if you managed to get your hands on like an iPhone with like the pixel scanning thing, and then like one of the hallucinations is that it replaces everything with like a hyper realistic version.
Yeah, like a low poly version, like a not Minecraft, but like like a super low polygon, like a PlayStation 2 graphics.
Yeah. Or like
anyway.
just take pictures of things and just have them rotate on a plane, so they're always looking at you.
Exactly. Yeah. Be like like the enemy turns into a shitty hand drawn. Like, you remember the Math Circus Yeti?
Yeah.
Snowman. He's getting chased by that like stick drawn like doodle bob chasing you through the forest instead of like
Oh, dude, like there could like if you had like a level where like you do go to the Wendigo hunt, right? And like you're being chased by the Wendigo, and by Wendigo, I'm not talking like that like zombie looking thing. I'm talking about like the full deer
with the horns
thing, with the horns and stuff. Yeah. It could be like chasing you through the forest. You could be like hearing the footsteps going boom, 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 but you can't shine your flashlight at it because if you do that, you slow down, right? So you're just trying to run away from this thing. And then like you could have it so that you're hallucinating, so you turn around and like it's like a cow, or like, and then you like you keep running and you turn around again. It's like a big fat guy with a cereal box. Ah,
it's like it'll be like that really shiny guy from that thing. It's like
you like breach through a specific area of trees and then find a clearing, and then there's all the trees turn into gnomes and fall down and scatter away.
Yeah. Well, you're like you're going through the forest. You're looking for the Wendigo. Your sanity's going down. You turn the corner. You just hear China. Donald Trump the Wendigo.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential. I get the feeling like you're gonna build this game and then you're just gonna keep adding over and over and over again until you're just like 10 years down the road and this game is like as big as Destiny 2. It's 270 gigs and there's just so much shit to do. And nobody's like, I don't even know where to start anymore. And you're like, I guess I should have made another game.
You've heard of No Man's Sky? Have you heard of No Man's Ghost Hunting?
Yeah.
A full procedurally generated galaxy full of ghosts.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
hey, Anna's here. Hi, Anna. I mean,
it's gonna be.
Hey, everyone's here, but hi, Anna.
Oh yeah, I
always think that they think that's kind of funny because it's whenever everybody else gets here, I'm like, hey, Elvis is here. Hey, Anna's here. Hey, everybody else is here.
Shit, it's absolutely diabolical.
It's not from a place of preferential thing. It's just that they've been the subscribers from like the very beginning.
Yeah. And it's like we're locked into talking about this, and then we get distracted, and it's like that's the more interesting thing.
Yeah.
Oh, shiny.
Yeah. So, I'm stoked about playing this game, and that's saying a lot because I very much dislike top-down games, but this one.
I can make it a third person if you.
No. Do it the way you want to do.
Okay, I'll show you the way I want to do it.
You're the dev.
You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. So arm length, 50. Let's see what this looks like. It's now fourth person. Oh, I don't know where I am. I think is there a ghost around here? Also, the controls got fucked up when I did that, so I think maybe I figured out why my controls keep breaking.
Oh, you keep changing the trigger.
This just changes like the how hot it's there. I love trains. Oh my god.
Dude, that's one of the hallucinations.
Like the fish eye. Oh, I'm so fucking down for that.
Dude, write that down quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna remember it. Yeah, I don't know. The controls just got flipped again. I don't know.
Is the fish still in there?
Oh, the fish with a cigarette in his mouth. He's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a cigarette in his fish's mouth. You would never see this unless you were this close to the fucking
Maybe
mouth.
One of the hallucinations could be the fish. It could be that it just zooms in on the fish, and you're just locked in on the fish.
Right, this is what a 500 point looks like. Is that better?
It's definitely a little creepier.
Yeah. Hey, anybody got epilepsy? That's one of the things I'm like really worried about. Is like because I'm already doing a lot of excessive. That chair should not be there. Frank, what? What? You're not supposed to be here, Frank.
Yeah. Oh, a whole fucking map full of mannequins with ghosts interspersed.
Oh yeah, do you want to see the ghosts?
Dude, make an entire IKEA.
Yeah, dude, Infinite IKEA. That guy never like released his game, so technically, I mean,
yeah,
copyright. He's never gonna release it. Where's my bosses? They're on my blueprints, UI. Here are my bosses. So this is what the Phantom looks like. It is a skinwalker looking alien guy. Pretty neat. These are gonna change. The poltergeist is a mannequin.
Whoa.
It's broken because the animation system for it is weird. So this is a sort of like an idle pose.
Well, I mean, if you do let it be a mannequin and then just disconnect all of its arms and legs so that it's just floating around like a
yeah,
djinn.
I was thinking about like connecting the legs so it like floats like this, and then its arms are all like broken up and shit. Kind of like a Silent Hill nurse, or like the Silent Hill characters from the new Silent Hill F.
Mm.
The spirit looks like this right now. He's a little gay, but I think this is an AI asset. I just really like that like sort of like twisty look to it.
Yeah.
But he looks super goofy, and this is the animation he came
Hey,
with.
why not? I heard that you can get I heard you can get, I think it was Gemini to make 3D meshes
Is
or
this the mimic or is
something.
this the mimic?
Keirris?
Yeah, you can make like it's like Tripo or something like that is like a AI thing. This is what
No,
the
I
mimic's supposed
think
to
you can
the
actually
mimic
do it with Gemini.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Like at least as
Yeah.
a
You know, I
starter.
might.
Like I don't know, like
These were all
fuck around with it, see
these
if
are all free. Like if you go to the Fab, like if you go to the marketplace, you can basically just like come up here and go, I don't want to pay for anything, right? So, like these are like $5 and stuff like that. So if you search up alien and then type the price and
Walter
go only for
Zest.
free. So these are all the free alien assets you can get. So I can basically there's
alien level.
Yeah. So you can sort of just like come in here and get free assets and then work with those. And then when you have the budget too, you can sort of make custom models. So I think like for the most part, I'd be using assets that are in here. Like we can check if there's a Wendigo. I don't know if that's how you spell it.
Wendigo. You just got the E and the I.
Wendigo.
When it's Wendigo.
Well, either way, I got
Yeah, you
visuals.
got it.
So you could like grab something like that. Like this costs like up to $40 if I have $100,000 worth of revenue.
Spoiler alert, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm actually $500 over in my credit card, so that's how accessible this making games are. I have negative $500 in my in my account.
Look
So
at
yeah,
that one, Ancient Forest Spirit Center.
Oh, that's pretty cool too. Check that out.
Whoa.
Neat. What was it? What were you looking at, sir?
Center. Ancient Forest Spirit.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. It makes people think that there's a possibility that they might that it might just be a person. You could do like a Scooby Doo. Dude, what if you did a Scooby Doo hallucination where you beat the boss and then it's just on the ground and you go up and interact with it, pull its mask off,
Like, let's see who's behind this mask, and then you rip it off, and it's just a human face with like blood. So, just rip the guy's face off, and it's a hallucination. I could do that. Like, you go out in the mystery machine, sitting in the parking lot, and But yeah, so like you can grab pretty much any of these assets. Like you can buy any of these assets and use them. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But if you don't have money to do this, they always have nobody's making free stuff. Oh, let's see, it's Wendigo. Yeah, nobody's making free versions of it, but yeah, everything that I'm using right now, aside from like the map itself, like I bought a humble bundle. It was like $30, and it included like a whole bunch of different maps. Which
technically that makes it not an asset flip if that's what you're concerned about, because like you bought the assets.
Licensing to use all these. So this whole pack, community center is this one here. This is the test map right now. I just like stripped everything out of it, so there's no back, there's no outside, no like half the inside has been removed. Rearranged all the tables, moved all the furniture around so there was actual pathing. So, but yeah, I can basically like.
Oh, what about like what about Levolution? What about like Levolution, where it's like you start inside, and then you defeat the ghost, and then you go back to the summoning circle, and then like the doors bust open, and then you go outside and just sneak outside, and you're like looking around, and there's more ghosts, and you're like, what the hell?
You're like Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Where like just unlocking the next area and the next map and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got right now. If you guys
it's coming along really well.
Yeah. If you guys are interested in game development, Fab is the program that runs through Unreal Engine, and every month they give away 3 free asset packages. So it's a good way to just build up your library. The free ones this month are this Atlantis ruins. So everything that you see in this asset package, like fish, water, different items, all these items here, they're free in this asset package. Then they have like this surface texture system, which is super fucking cool. It's a blueprint that does like creates like honest surface texture or like complicated surface textures like this, which is super cool.
Hmm.
And then the other free asset package is this Dragon Cave. So same thing. Everything that you see is, they've got all these different artifacts, these different runes. I might actually end up downloading it to use these runes over here as some of the ghost evidence. Because under UV light, I want to be able to see certain things. And those are decals, so they just basically you can like paste those on anything, and it doesn't take any resources because it's just a picture that's being like a PNG.
Mm-hmm.
It just has occlusion. So like if you have like the stone here and you put it on there, like that's how the summoning circle works. Maybe I'll just show you. Like I drag the summoning circle in here. It's under my UI systems. So the summoning circle is circle of protection. It's a PNG that I can't put in here. Never mind. Because I haven't turned it into a decal.
Huh.
But anyway,
Yeah,
it's
cool.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. I have a lot of work to do, but once it's done, I'll have a playable demo at some point. But I think when I get it to a point where there's actually like a gameplay loop, and you can start in the museum and go into a mission and complete that mission, and then go back to the museum, I'll create a demo and I'll put it up on Steam for everyone to download for free.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to switch it back to the split screen. And for my addition to the stream, I was going to show off the shrimp tank. And the bonus of using the shrimp tank is that it's also a 5-minute bathroom break, which is useful because I have to take a piss.
Right.
So we're gonna go for a 5-minute bathroom break, and then we'll be right. Well, less than a 5-minute bathroom break. I can pee. But I'll let you see the shrimp for a little bit. So look at the shrimp.
You'll see the fringe for a fraction of a second.
Yeah. And there you go.
There you go.
It's a really handy button because not only did I go to the bathroom, but I also got another drink and then went upstairs and got my packages from the front door.
Yeah, I didn't go pee, but I grabbed this massive suction.
Hey, look, the chat's working now.
Huh? Oh, hey, cool. All it took was going pee.
That's weird. It doesn't show up on the. Oh, I see what went wrong. I think it's supposed to be there.
Wow, it's another guy.
All right, what are we seeing? Yeah, none of them have names, so if you guys want to come up with names, that's fine.
All right, well, we've got Krillium Anderson from the X-Files. There we go. I like that. Krillium Anderson. I named the brown one Shrimpathy.
Shrimpathy?
Yeah, Shrimpathy.
Oh, you could tell that they're brown? I thought they were black. I mean,
one of them was brown.
They are brown, but like, I don't know, my slight color issues with... Slight color issues. Where's my pen?
I don't know.
I should write them down so that I can remember.
Your spreadsheet. You're gonna have like a million.
I've got a computer in front of me. Jesus.
I'm gonna put my plant back.
All right, you do that. So yeah, that's the shrimp tank, and I'm glad you guys enjoy the shrimp tank because that's going to be our new bathroom break thing, and I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to see the shrimp every time we stream for five minutes after the hour mark. So we're looking at basically. I'll let.
Sorry, real quick. I wanted me to show them the chicken we got.
You know, that's the thing. Oh, you got that's great. That's the thing about the shrimp. Also, I can do this really simply. Is it still just us in the Discord? Yeah, it is us, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So Christian's not in the Discord yet.
Is he coming for this or no?
No, he's I just figured he'd show up eventually. Where is Meld?
He's scared.
There is Meld. Since he's not here, we can. I didn't plan for this. That's what Christian was playing last night. That's funny. No, you know what? I think I'll just mess with this later, but I'm gonna add the ability to just turn on the shrimp cam in the bottom corner or something.
So people can.
But yeah,
chicken? Yeah.
Huh?
Chicken. I said chicken. I read chicken. I meant so people can always watch the shrimp
or
the tank because the shrimp are so small they won't even be able to see them.
Yeah.
So I can't get a YouTube, Discord YouTube link to work. All right.
Shoot us an email and we'll just send you the link and like you don't even have to be a channel member to stay in the Discord. You can be in there forever. I don't know. It'd be nice to get to breathe some life in there. It's a ghost town. Unintended. Like we're always on Discord, but like I'm notoriously bad at paying attention. Wait, didn't Anna send something on Discord? Oh,
yeah,
if I switch to a different Discord, is that gonna? Nope, it's not. There we go.
Check?
Oh, I got it. I'll open that up. We'll take a look at that together.
It's the ghost video. You said something about a ghost video that somebody sent in or TikTok or something?
Anna sent a YouTube video on Discord and she said, Nick, check this out. And I was like, I'm definitely gonna do that. And then I forgot everything. And that was like a couple days ago too. Okay, so this is what I got. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's a capture card.
Yep, capture card. So what this is going to allow me to do is to create a view on the stream. It's going to allow me to hook up my phone into the stream between us so that we're going to be able to watch like paranormal TikToks and stuff by using my phone as the controller. And the benefit of that
Oh, yeah.
also is that I can also hook up my PlayStation to it and play PlayStation games on my computer
On
screen
your PC.
without
Nice.
having, and recording the game too if I want to. That's cool.
I haven't booted up my PlayStation since the 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary.
Yeah, since they raised the price on the pass, I stopped using it. That sounds like it probably would work. The email that you used for YouTube is the email that you would have to use for Discord for the integration system. Actually, no, I'm not sure. Because the email that I have on Discord that allows actually, maybe that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because the email that I use to sign up for Discord is my personal email, but the YouTube channel, the channel for our YouTube channel is linked to our YouTube channel, unless I'm an idiot and it's actually hooked up to my personal channel, which would completely explain. Let me double check. Talk for a minute.
Me?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a great idea. Everybody get a pen.
Connections.
I'm gonna remember this. Key this in. So we had this really nice restaurant here in Guelph called the Salsateria. Fantastic quesadillas. They no longer make those quesadillas, but I have the recipe, the original recipe for those quesadillas. These are great quesadillas. Okay, here's the secret. All right. So you get yourself a tortilla, okay, and you get yourself some sriracha sauce and some mayonnaise. You mix the mayonnaise with the sriracha sauce. Now you have sriracha mayo. Okay, so you put your tortilla down and you put sriracha mayo on one half of it. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put a cup of cheese, or however much cheese you want. A cup might be a bit much, but you can put cheese on the other side, right? Okay, and then you fold them in half. So you have sriracha mayo and cheese folded in half in a tortilla. Put that in the pan and start warming it up. Okay, what's going to happen is the cheese is going to melt, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold that tortilla in half again, so you have a triangle. Okay, so it's going to be a triangle shaped tortilla, right? Okay, cool. It's full of cheese and sriracha sauce. You take it out of the pan, you put it on a plate. Then you open up the flaps. So you're gonna peel the flaps apart, and you're gonna see there's a pocket there, right? Stuff it with whatever you want. So for the salsateria, they used 1 teaspoon of cilantro, finely chopped. They used half a tablespoon of white vinegar, half a tablespoon of olive oil, salt and pepper to taste, 1 tablespoon of green onions diced, 1 medium tomato diced, a quarter of a small white onion finely chopped, 1 clove of garlic minced, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. You mix all that together, put it into like a little like food processor, blend it all together. You have this really nice, like fresh sort of what do you call like salsa. And so you stuff that in your tortilla, and then you squeeze it together. And what you have is you have a quesadilla with a pocket of fresh, delicious salsa inside. The trick to the making a good quesadilla is the sriracha mayo. Figured out yet?
Mm-hmm. They revoked our.
I'll put this on Discord for everybody.
They revoked it because apparently I was supposed to go onto our email account and then write a questionnaire and then explain to them what our community is and what it's for before they were allowing me to connect the Discord.
So the reason it doesn't work is because no one can get into the Discord.
No one can get into the Discord because Discord told us to go fuck ourselves. Yeah.
Can we like reapply?
It just accepted me the second I did it. So I'm thinking that might have been it.
Everybody's in the Discord now. Anybody who had linked it.
It doesn't say. It still just shows the regular.
Yeah, what's the name?
I mean, I guess people would have to.
Yeah, because I don't know how that works. I didn't realize you could do that. What's the name of your server? I could force the issue by manually inputting the invite.
It's You Don't Scare Me YT. Do you want me to just? Why is it?
See if this will work. Just gonna put that right there.
Why would you? Okay. Okay.
You can't read
It's
this.
it
I'll
was
put the recipe in the Discord.
it was most likely our fault.
Your fault. I'm perfect.
It was most likely my fault because I didn't set it up properly.
We're sorry.
In my defense, I am a retard.
This is all new. This is all new. It's all new. We're learning as we go. We're all in this together.
Members.
Only a village could defeat the empire.
So why
Alone
is it?
you are weak, but together we are ants, and we can destroy the grasshoppers.
Input invite. Got the invite link is expired. Yeah, it is a hot mess. You're absolutely right about that. I'm just not even sure. If I go to the members page, if I go to the settings, server settings, and I go to members, it shows join method.
How could I need this?
Yeah, there's spaces between you don't scare me YT, but I don't know if that matters. I hope yeah, keep trying and if it doesn't work, I'll just send you the link I'll just send you an invite link.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I followed a guide and apparently I missed out on something. But for now, should we switch to debunking ghost videos? Is there anything else you want to show on the split screen?
Nope.
Is that thumbs up you got in, or is that thumbs up?
Oh, yeah. You want me to keep ranting? You know what I don't like about people?
Yeah, okay, keep ranting.
Not enough people like cilantro. They're like, it tastes like soap. It does taste like soap.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll figure it out later. That's yeah. Thumbs up for invite. Oh yeah, thumbs up for invite. Soap. Okay, let me just go to the Gmail.
People like, you can't swear. Go wash your mouth out with soap. And be like, gladly.
You sent me an email a couple days ago. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you call cilantro? It's like a soapy plant. I don't know. It goes in tacos. It goes in salsa.
There, I emailed you the link.
Cilantro. I'm gonna call it
coriander.
I'm gonna call it. It's probably it's probably
I sent you the link to the thing in
Oh yeah, you're right. It is wait, coriander's the same thing
as a response.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
That's why I can't find. Dude, I've been looking for.
She sent another email about the
longest fucking time.
That one's for you. I think the chainmail, the pop can chainmail. I should really, yeah, okay. I should really be paying a lot more attention to Discord and the emails. I just have been playing Minecraft, so I've just been like completely lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? There's another thing that people call it too. I'm not sure what it is, but let's switch to the debunk because I got the video that Anna sent, and I want to see it. And I
was looking at a coriander plant today.
Oh.
Like, no, I don't want that. I want cilantro. I'm looking for a cilantro plant, not coriander. I had it in my hands. I was stupid. I'm just like, anyway. It doesn't matter.
It's
I've been
one of
looking
those
everywhere for a cilantro plant, and nobody carries them. And I'm like, why not?
It's the one that tastes like soap to me. Some people, some people like it. Some people can eat it and like it's fine. Some people it tastes like soap. It tastes like soap to me.
It's very perfumey, that's for sure. It's got a very strong aromatic aromaticness to it.
Okay.
But
now we're on to watching the videos.
Okay.
So Anna sent this on the Discord, and we're gonna take a look at it. And I hope that's not embarrassing to her.
This terrifying footage comes out of the Australian outback. and you don't want to miss this. I actually have 2 different videos.
Fair enough.
The first one is
I can't
what
hear
they
you.
heard, which is
Can't hear
scary
you?
enough. And the second
maybe it's because I'm
one
not.
is what
Maybe
they
I.
seen. The story was told to me that these guys were setting up camp to work in the
I
Australian.
think it's because you're still live streaming Minecraft.
Huh?
I don't know. I think your window, the window you're showing me, is like I'm seeing, is your Minecraft.
Is that? Yeah, that is the case.
And it's just the window, which is probably why I can't hear the desktop.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kila.
First night is
All right,
what happened.
let's. All right.
This terrifying footage comes out of the Australian outback, and you don't want to miss this. I actually have 2 different videos. The first one is what
This
they
guy
heard,
American?
which is scary enough. And the second one is what they see.
Probably.
The story was told to me that these guys were setting up camp to work in the Australian.
I was just saying because he's got an American flag on his
First
hat.
night,
And he's got a
this is what happened.
military thing on his
Needless to
shirt.
say, they left camp.
Fair.
Check this out.
Remember that?
Huh?
Do you remember this one? It's in the Slapped Ham compilation. I don't know if we watched it together. It was a Slapped Ham compilation with he was like talking about it as if it was La Llorona, but the dogs that were barking, he was like, their dogs start barking, but then if you actually like,
It's an attenuation issue, right? It's like the sound suddenly cuts in.
yeah.
The sounds of those dogs come from an inside. It's a completely separate video. They're not barking outside; they're barking inside. It sounds like they're inside of a house.
Yeah, so in the original time that we looked at this, I thought that was the case where it was that the dogs had been overlaid. But then I started to think about it, and I was like, maybe it's the opposite. The crying has been. But the thing is that if
the crying stops and the dogs switches back to the first audio channel.
Yeah, I think it's possible that the dogs that like the reason why I originally thought that it was the crying woman and then the dogs were the ones that were being chopped in was because if you hear a bunch of dogs barking like this, chances are you don't want any part of that, and you're probably going to be inside recording from through your screen door or something. The person is outside, which is why I thought that the crying was the original. Now,
well, if you listen to the dogs barking, it sounds like somebody's like gutturally like screaming like behind the dogs.
Yeah,
like, it's almost like the dogs are attacking somebody who's like either like throwing up on the floor or is bleeding out on the floor.
I think it's audio stacking though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think each layer is independent.
That's a dog. Oh, it's a dinosaur.
Huh? Are we looking at that thing that? Oh.
That's supposed to be like an alien entity.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like a dog, but then it also sounded like a distorted, like like air raid siren or like a siren, you know?
Yeah.
Then it could also be like a.
Jesus, why is the compression of the
walkers.
Huh?
The walkers from Half-Life.
Oh yeah. It seems as though there's a huge disparity disparity. There's a huge difference between the resolution of the truck area and the monster, the entity. So it seems to me that it would be reasonable to assume that the creature was Photoshop, like video shopped in, superimposed into it because of the resolution mismatch.
Sure, yeah.
The sound reminded me of an owl. Maybe not an owl. Go back and listen to it again. It sounds like an animal I've heard. Like just distorted.
It sounds like a dog. It sounds like a dog that's got its mouth closed and then it's like yelping, like
Oh
you know,
yeah, like somebody's closing its lips. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's the sound of its vocal cords as
Yeah.
it's like as it's like the strength is dying out, the vocal cords vibrating.
Oh yeah, the Jinx says my dog makes that noise when one of us leaves the house and she doesn't want us to.
Yeah, the whining.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like a dog whining.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sad dog is sad. Yeah, so it's probably a dog. But
Just like distorted a bit.
yeah. Sometimes with the videos, there's not a whole lot of stuff to go off of when it comes to, you know, like we get, sometimes I see videos that have like relatively like a low amount of information. You can't really debunk it. You can't really, you know, even, but like the same, you can't debunk it, but you also can't confirm it either.
Confirm, yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
basically it's like, it's not like where you can say, oh yeah, the door was closed with a string. But it's like obvious. You can sort of like discern that information. The other ones are just kind of like, it's so vague.
Yeah.
That it could even be like Unreal Engine and then just, you know.
There's a section in the textbook about falsifiability and how that's relevant to ghost videos. You can't debunk a ghost video. I mean, you can't prove that a ghost is there through lack of evidence.
Yeah.
So in proper scientific method, the first thing to do is to establish falsifiability. Anything that could prove the experiment to not be
misconstrued.
No, to like make sure that that there is a establishing the falsifiability means to say these are the conditions that need to be met. If anything else is met, it's not going to be enough, or it's going to be going to be debunked. It's going to debunk itself, or the experiment will fail. So one of the things is in the book, in a little bit of a later point in the book, I talk about how a ghost hunter will isolate a 2-second clip of a sound that happens. Let's say like there's a crash in the house, and they'll say, "See, this is proof of paranormal." But they've just ignored the 7 hours of absolute silence that proves that nothing is happening in their house.
It's like the median is nil.
Yeah, so the falsifiability would be the 7 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds of nothing happening.
Yeah, and then 1 minute of something.
That's the thing that falsifies the 2%, the 2 seconds or whatever. Yeah, point is there's a section in the book about it, and it's something that really irritates me about them. Cherry pick the evidence. What?
Yeah, it was just infallibility of minimal evidence.
Yeah. So we're gonna look at slapped ham.
Damn it!
Huh?
Nothing.
I said we were going to last week.
Yeah.
I said this week we were going to look at slapped ham because the clips that are in slapped ham compilations are never the same ones that I see in other compilations. I mean, there are, but they're rare. They're rarer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more more likely to be unique.
Yeah, because a human is still involved. There's still an HIL, human in the loop.
Do you believe in shadow people? This eerie footage uploaded to Reddit appears to show something quite creepy.
Oh, we did see this one already.
That dark shape isn't a pet, and it isn't a person. It darts across the room with a speed that just doesn't look natural.
It looks like this. It looks like they're doing this.
Slowed
it does,
down so you can get a closer look.
Is it like you even see like this?
There's a
the stepping of the fingers.
The thing is that sorry, go on.
You can see the stepping of the fingers if you like pause it at a certain frame, where it's like like right there. You can see that's like the thumb up, index finger, middle finger, and then back down again.
Yeah,
literally their hand. The hand.
Yeah, it seems like that's the case. It's a hand and it's a rapid ISO shift. But the thing is that he slowed it down in the second portion so that you could see it better, but the video is already slowed down.
Yeah, that's fair.
And there's also frames. There's jitter and frames missing.
Interlocking and
yeah, so it's like it's actually a 24 frame per second video that's been put in. It's been put into a video editing software that doesn't handle less than 30 frames, so it bumps it up to 30 frames. 16 frame videos.
Does, like, the resolution, like, matches resolution for all the clips, and that resolution just inserts falsified frames.
Yeah, false frames, like, exactly. Yeah. SFX is was what I when I did my video, when I was in my video, I also said that.
Came from a user who claims
we're still doing that dual stream system.
They say it slowly peeks around the corners of their house, and that they've seen it more than 100 times.
Okay. And record it, sir.
Commenter described the Hat Man, a shadow figure that stood in their doorway during sleep paralysis. Then appeared.
We got a couple comments from somebody that I wasn't sure if they were being sarcastic or not, where they said, "Stop talking over the videos," and I was like, "Man, it's so weird." I used to complain about that in my videos all the time. That if somebody came in and said, "Don't talk over the videos," I'd be like, "If you wanted to watch Slapped Ham's video, why the fuck are you on my channel?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
The moment they tried
You're here to watch my reaction. You're not here to watch Slapped Ham's videos, so go to his channel. Yeah, okay, so let's go on to the next clip. Still watching?
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted with the actual YouTube stream.
Oh, yeah.
I've got it on that monitor and I've got Discord on this monitor. I was watching the YouTube.
Okay, and so that must only be a ghost.
But she's still okay with leaving her baby in here.
Of course, because she doesn't think it's a ghost. It's only after when she figured out that she could capitalize on it.
Almost the moment her family moved into the house.
Sure.
Small noises,
you know what that was?
First, then voices.
It's one of those, like, you remember those bouncy balls? They had like the handles on them.
Yeah.
Like, I forget what they were called, wiggle balls or wobble ball. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like that.
Yeah. Probably.
And then it just center of mass just changes, so it repositions itself into whichever the material is, like the the least or the most dense.
Yeah, if you consider that the balls have to be inflated, then there's extra material on one side of the ball. They're not meant to be perfectly. Yeah, they're not soccer balls. They're yoga balls. They don't need to match the requirements of a regular ball in which it's perfectly spherical. It's spherical by the property of its expansion. So the plug side of it is always heavier.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
material is inside the ball, so it tends to not deform the ball.
Yeah, but it displaces it displaces the weight so that it would roll logically to that point. Yeah, when somebody is telling you that they moved into a house and the paranormal stuff started immediately, you have to remember that when you're in a new house, you just moved in, you're in an unfamiliar environment. Every sound is going to be bizarre. And every house, upon sitting for a long time empty before somebody buys it, it's going to settle. It's going to contract and change in the thermal, it's going to have thermal expansion and contraction. And then, they're not going to run the heater while they're waiting for somebody to come and buy it. They only run the heater right before somebody comes to view the house. And so the house is always contracting. And then when you move in, the house starts expanding.
Yeah, something else to consider too is that, similar to how humans evolved on Earth to ignore the constant hum that the planet makes, but when we're not on the planet, that hum is missing and it makes people panic. Right? It's the same thing with a house. If you're in a house, like my house probably creaks and pops and makes a whole bunch of noises, and I just completely ignore it, right? Because I've been in this house or this apartment for 5 or 6 years now.
Exactly. So you're used to the sounds. That's when there's something.
I've gone ear blind to them.
Yeah.
But in a new place, you're listening for everything. Everything's a new sound. In a new place, your prefrontal cortex is firing on all cylinders, and something called the HAD, the Hyperactive Agency Detection System, is on
full blast. There's a part of your prefrontal cortex that scans for danger. So if you hear a bang in the middle of the night, that part of your brain immediately flares to life and it starts looking for danger. And the reason why we evolved to be like this is because all of the people who didn't are dead.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's like the book in Hail Mary. They posit the question is like, why are we both this alien entity as well as my humans at the same technological level where they can solve this problem? And
everybody who couldn't is dead.
Exactly. Right? They were just like, it has to be, because if it weren't, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. So
exactly. And then
our ancestors didn't stop to ask the question of why the grass was moving. They didn't think it might be the wind, or it's probably the wind, because the people who thought, oh, it's just the wind, we can ignore it, are dead because a leopard killed them.
Exactly.
But everybody who ran away from the wind are our ancestors and who led us to us.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is that's a variable that the blinds. You introduced a variable that you partially ignore through process delegation to another portion of your brain subtask. You understand that the blinds are open, but the sudden sound is what startles you because it's outside of the 99% of the time when the window is closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is unfortunate, Anna.
She and her husband have heard
He's got a prostate the size of a watermelon.
At first, it was just like hearing little noises here and there.
Is that, or is it less? Is it the opposite?
When you hear a lot of when you hear the
when somebody pisses like a fire hose. Is that?
Yeah, that means I have a large prostate.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not enlarged. I think it's the opposite. It's open.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Everything just pours right out.
Yeah.
Women and children.
So at first it was just like hearing little noises here and there. That escalated to hearing voices. We both have heard like men and women and children voices.
But did you hear them at the same time, or are you independently hearing them? Because if you're independently hearing them, then there is something else going on, and it warrants a call to a air quality assurance person, not a ghost? Me?
Her nose is like
psychic. No, that's not right. Medium?
What's her nose? Yeah, her nose is like left.
It's not her nose that's left, it's her eyes. They're right.
Her eyes
During their
closer,
first
and
week
the other
in the
one's
house, a
further away.
Bible they kept above their bed hit the floor with a bang. Both parents smelled
Yeah.
cigarette smoke in a home
So-
where nobody smokes, and the spare.
That's fun too, the cigarette smoke thing. Carpets hold on to cigarette smoke longer than the smell that you smell when you smell the carpet. You think you got the smell out, but all it takes is somebody rubbing their foot on the correct spot of the carpet to kick up the ashes that are locked under the fibers of the carpet. If you drop a cigarette ashtray on the ground, you can vacuum it up and you can make the surface look pretty, but there will always be cigarette ashes under the carpet.
Yeah. Try to get cat piss out of an armchair.
Yeah, just burn it.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Give up. It's gone.
Yeah, same with the walls. Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of people do that actually. They'll just paint latex paint over top of the walls to like get rid of the cigarette smoke smell.
Yeah.
But it's still in the drywall.
Yeah, once the wall heats up, those layers of the latex, the carbon buildup will
oxygen
separate.
come through.
Exactly, it'll leach.
Especially if you put a thumbtack in the wall and break that, and then all the air can oxidize through there, like through the seal. And
Yeah.
like, that area just starts to smell.
There was a couple stories that this actually brings to mind. There were two different occasions where the house's walls were bleeding, and they said it was bleeding because it was a red slurry that was dripping from the corners of the walls. Do you remember those? One was in Louisiana, the other one was in like
Vaguely, yeah.
Wyoming, I
And
think.
it wasn't like bacteria or something like that, or like mold
No.
or something. Or
What the one that was in
Oh.
Louisiana was an old span of copper piping that still had water pressurized in the line that they had just capped off when they upgraded to a different material. And what happened was the water was sitting there for so long that it oxidized, created pinholes in there, and then started dripping on the insulation. And because it was copper infused, like copper acid, basically, it was melting the insulation that was dripping through the walls.
the pink, and then it
Yeah, it was like
condensing,
exactly. It would condense and it would come out of the wall. It would mix with like I don't know, whatever. I don't know. There's an actual explanation for that. Like I'm probably wrong about the insulation part, but that's what it was. But the other one was that they had just painted over somebody who had blown their fucking brains out, and they just painted over the blood. And so the wall was there was a moisture issue where there was a high humidity, and the high humidity like kind of like made the blood not like regenerated, but
it, what do you call it rehydrated the blood, and then what's that capillary action or something?
exactly capillary action, and it just drew the water, drew the blood.
Yeah.
Yep, up out, and that's why when they tested the wall, they were like, it's actual blood. Yeah, that's because somebody had painted the walls and then painted the walls again.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Painted the roof. And then
it is horrible. But it's an extremely valid answer that very few people consider. When you're buying a house, you're seeing it for the first time. I am going to...
They're not going to rip the drywall out unless it's like, damage kind of thing. So painting over it is the option that most people would do because they don't want to deal with biohazardous waste.
Yeah.
And proper disposal. So they'll just paint over it.
I have a goal in life, and that's to build my own house with my own materials and catalog every single material that was used in the entire house, and then catalog every single thing that happens to that house all the way up until I sell it so that I can bring them a binder and just slap it on the table and be like, this is everything. Every paint that I ever painted every wall with and how many times I did, whether I stripped the paint off or not. Here are the paint codes. Here are the company. Here are the materials of the paint. And then just hand them that huge, 40-pound binder with 50 years
hand them
of...
a little Palm Pilot, and all that information's in the Palm Pilot.
Yeah, at that point, that's probably what it's going to be. It's going to be a big PDF file, but yeah.
The keys they keep above each door.
A PDF file is literally PDF is portable device file, something like that.
And then we'd come home, and a bunch of the keys would
Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag the video as talking about pedophiles.
The doors were being shut, and so it fell off. No, it was only happening.
It's like, Hank!
Yeah.
Don't abbreviate!
Exactly.
Don't abbreviate cyberpunk!
Biohazardous paranormies. Yeah. Mom's house was a very old Victorian house, so there must have been some weird things that happened at some point, but I always got a really positive atmosphere from it. I enjoyed growing up there. That's great. Portable document file. There you go. Dude, Lucy knows fucking everything.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out what this lady's talking about this.
Both parents smell cigarette smoke in a home where nobody smokes, and the spare keys they keep above each door kept turning up on the floor, but only when the family had left the house and come back.
Did you slam the front door?
And then we'd come home, and a bunch of the keys would be on the floor. So it wasn't like, the doors were being shut, and so it fell off. No, it was only happening when we would leave and come back, and then they'd be on the floor. And actually, it hasn't happened in a while, but it was happening daily.
Then there's
you probably put him in a better position that time.
His closet stays shut, because if it isn't, he says something else will open it.
And then just last night, my 5-year-old was saying that he likes his closet to be shut because if it doesn't get shut, then it will get opened by something else.
Once the cameras went in, the footage started backing them up. In this hallway clip, listen for what sounds like a child's giggle and watch the dad because he hears it in real time.
Where's the 5-year-old?
All right, now listen to the child. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once more. Oops, sorry. I wish there was a way to go back 5 frames at a time. All right, let's listen to the child again. Okay, well you hear that the sound of the child.
Moments later.
And the sound
condensed.
That's the sound that's coming from the microphone on the camera. What he's done is he's gone onto his camera and he's activated the voice thing.
Yeah, the nanny cam mode or whatever, the baby monitor mode.
And if you look at his phone when he turns it sideways, zoom.
Enhance.
Oh, that's what I lost. I lost the side to side. Shit. Give me a second. I lost the side-to-side control. It's up, down, left, right, left, right. It's right here. Copy that. Watch together. Move you. Paste that in there. Is that working now?
Clip. Listen.
Left and right? Yeah, now it's working. Shit. A little bit less of a jump than I think you expected, but yeah. Thank you, Anna.
I literally just took my my headphone off to scratch my ear, and it came through my left ear. Good time to stick my finger in my ear.
Yeah. It did raise my BPM by probably about 5. So if you look at his phone, when he turns his phone sideways, you'll find that he's actually got some sort of like fall arrestor on his phone. I hope that's his wife on the phone.
Arrestor?
Yeah, like fall arrestor, like this.
Oh,
So you loop it in your hand so that when you're taking a video off of a fucking bridge, you don't drop your phone. So he has one on his phone somewhere. Let's just
He hears it in real time.
there. See that? And because he's got the microphone activated on the camera, it's the fall arrestor shaking in its in this.
So the vibration of that transfers to the cell phone's microphone, projects through through the camera, and then he hears it as a laughter, but it's actually just the sound of the microphone getting hit.
Exactly. That's what it is.
I would like to point out how fucking long this hallway is.
It is. Actually, it might be shorter. It might just look longer because it's a fisheye.
Well, I mean, look at the wall, right? You got 1 door, 2 door, 3 door, 4 doors. So there's like a room in between. It's probably bedroom, washroom, bedroom.
Yeah, probably bedroom, washroom, bedroom, and then that's probably like a laundry room, closet kind of thing. And then the kitchen is probably on the other side, which means that the right side of the closet probably has a bump in for the fridge on the opposite side of the wall.
Still pretty nice. It's big.
Yeah, 3 lights though. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The spacing on those is pretty decent. So that's at least like, I don't know.
Yeah, people always say whenever I bring this up, like when I talk about people, talk to people in person, or like when I was doing my job and I was explaining things like that to people, they would respond to me by saying, "Well, the camera's recording, but it's recording the sounds that's happening in the house. Why is it recording the sounds that's happening on his phone?" It's because the speaker is on, and the camera doesn't turn off the microphone when the speaker turns on. They're happening at the same time. It's the feedback loop. And if it's a shitty security camera or they use an omnidirectional microphone, then it's going to pick up the speaker, pick up the microphone that picks up the speaker, and then it does that squeal, and then it never fucking stops unless you turn off the speaker.
Yeah, and it's worth pointing out too. There's no watermark on this camera, so it's probably a P branded.
Yeah, but the timestamp is also vertical, which means that it's actually a 1080p by 9. It's a 1920 by 1080p camera that they've just turned on its side, which is not
weird,
impossible, but it's
makes
strange
sense considering the hallway.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's strange.
Also mounted correctly, as high up as possible.
Very, very clearly mounted correctly. I'm just curious how they're how they're powering it. It's probably that power cable down there at the bottom.
Yeah,
I would line it. Put it in the line. Drop it through the wall.
I'd put a hole in the wall. Yeah, drop it through the back of the wall. And then
somebody could just walk by if they see that, they snip it, or maybe you like bring a stroller in and just knock that cable, destroy the box, and then boom, no CCTV anymore.
Real time.
Poke it through the wall and stick it in the attic.
Is it CCTV if it's Wi-Fi? It's not closed circuit anymore.
Moments later, a different camera.
That's a fair.
One of the kids'
we'll just see. Kleenex isn't Kleenex when it's Kleenex.
Many listeners say sounds like whispering.
Yeah.
He's discovered his ear and that's why he's playing with it, or is it hers?
You know what that sounds like?
Clip that sent the account viral,
it's most likely just ambient noise, like a car driving by outside.
Inside one of the kids' bedroom.
Yeah. I was gonna say it sounds like the a camera turning and then reaching the end of its
Oh
Like
no,
getting,
they're
like,
talking
blocked?
about the.
Oh,
Hey, listen.
Time with it or is it first?
You hear that? Like, I don't know.
yeah,
Listen.
sure.
Listen again.
It's an outside sound.
But it's
Shit, man. I really got to figure out how to fucking.
Just move over it, man. We're 3 minutes into a 30-minute video. Yeah, that sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be anything. It could be
this
a
clip
yeah,
is
cat
sent to
exactly.
account
upstairs,
viral,
or
racking up
what.
over 1.5 million
Could
views.
literally be anything.
Why? Because she got up off of warmed up.
She was sitting on the bed?
She was sitting on the ball.
Oh, she was sitting on the ball. And then the ball moves.
She was,
And that's paranormal to
yeah.
her.
Nobody touches it, nothing's near it, and it rolls anyway.
Wait, I'm sorry. She was sitting on it?
Yeah, she was sitting on
Over
it.
1.5 million views.
That position of her getting up.
Yeah, it's already rolling.
Rocking a little.
Jesus fucking Christ
There's a
numpties.
low point in the ground there, probably.
And that
Yeah.
honestly, it's more annoying than anything. When skeptics suggested a draft under the door might have nudged the ball, the couple filmed a follow-up on the same camera.
Oh, look, the ball's moving.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of effort to move it.
It doesn't matter.
They opened doors and wafted them.
The door is closed. Wait, is the door closed? The door is closed. So you're opening the door, which is basically like opening a faucet. If you're trying to get a fucking pressure washer to work, maybe don't use a garden hose. Use a pressure washer. Their door is a pressure washer right now. High pressure on the outside, low pressure on the inside, or high pressure inside, low pressure outside will create a stronger air force. Remember, like when you were in school and you would open the door to the classroom very slightly and stick your face on it and feel the wind rush into your face, like rushing into your face.
Yeah, but that's not a lot of pressure, dude.
I'm not saying I'm not saying the ball moved because of it. I'm just calling into question their dog shit science experiment. They've changed the variables completely by opening you need to replicate the conditions that were met, not to open and close the swing of the door. They're saying that a draft might have blown in from underneath the door and you open the door to prove that that's not the case. Close the door, turn on the HVAC system, and watch the ball move or not move. That's how you reproduce the effect.
Couple filmed a follow-up.
The other thing to point out is if there's a low point in the floor.
Observe, the doll's not moving because we did a completely separate experiment.
The husband even sat on it, and with the heating running the whole time, nothing they did could make that ball move the way it did in the viral clip.
Could just put it back to where it was.
So you can see the ball.
They're so desperate to fucking prove that this isn't working, but they've still altered the variables by keeping that door open. You need to recondition the experiment. You need to recreate the experiment exactly as it happened the first time.
The answer's simple. They've got a lease. And according to the mum, the activities never felt threatening, just persistent.
Yeah, exactly. Narrow door slit will compress the air movement. I mean, like, that's not the reason why the ball moved, but it's important. And plus, what's that thing that's on that baby cart right there? Is that some sort of humidifier, dehumidifier? Is it increasing the pressure inside the room? Was it there in the follow-up? It's not there in the follow-up. An entirely different thing is there. So whatever that thing right there is likely what caused the air current. You know what I mean? If that was what happened.
That object there that's on the
cart.
Object that you're talking about,
yeah,
is it's a mini fridge.
Oh, for like baby bottles?
Yeah, like for like formula or something.
Oh.
Or like, so I don't know why it's there, but it looks like a mini fridge. From behind you can see like the exhaust fan, and then just the size, the way it curves to the front, and there's a little tiny like silver piece. It looks like almost like a
Coke can
those,
fridge.
Like those, like, yeah, it holds like 4 cans of Coke. You can get them from Walmart for like $20.
Yeah.
Scary videos usually do the heavy lifting on this channel, but every now and then...
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's a rubber, so it's always being deformed.
This one was taken in Papua New Guinea.
And like the construction isn't exactly like... They're not making like high advanced scientific machinery. They're making a yoga ball to be sat on. It's not like they're perfectly spherical anyways.
Week after a man buried his wife, he's kneeling at her graveside, his young daughter perched on his shoulder. At first glance, it's simply a portrait of grief. But look closely at the man's left shoulder, just beneath his beard. There's a hand resting there, and when the image is zoomed in, one detail becomes very hard to ignore.
What? That the fingers look wrinkly?
The fingernails are painted red, and the hand looks far too large to belong to a child.
It's just
Also got a ring
it's just
in the
perspective. Doesn't have a
The
ring.
photo was shared on Reddit.
Oh, look again. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah?
Maybe henna.
On the
The
middle
photo
finger.
was shared on Reddit's paranormal forum by user Sids45, who says the image had already gone viral in their country. On Reddit, it's pulled in over 1,600 upvotes and more
It's not a
than
video, it's a picture. And yeah, it could definitely be the kid's hand. No problem there.
Yeah, it's just perspective. The child looks smaller because they're farther away from the camera. The hand is.
It's how they filmed The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's also possible that the hand is just scrunched up underneath his wrist, like neck, so like it just looks like it's wrinkly.
The obvious explanation is that it's the daughter's hand wrapped around her.
When you go to the
dad's
store that's
neck
running
from
AC, put your
behind.
face close to the door frame and
poster
feel the
raised
air
the
rushing past your
possibility
face. As you slowly
themselves.
open the door, you'll feel the pressure drop
The
as you open the
shape,
door.
the
Exactly,
size,
and you'll hear the
texture all
whoa.
resemble an adult woman's hand. And the lighting
You know,
and shadows
another easy way is
consistently
like on a
with the
humid
rest of
day,
the
try to open the
photo,
fridge.
which makes a clumsy edit
Yeah.
much harder to argue. The poster says they've reached out to the man in the picture, and they're still waiting.
You're
to hear
good. You're
back.
fine.
Until then, the photo simply shows
Our-
a grieving
our,
husband at his wife's graveside,
viewers
with
know
a
what to
woman's
expect from
hand
you at this
resting
point.
gently on his shoulder.
I've been conditioned by society to eat popcorn when I watch movies.
Fair.
Stuck in traffic late at night, this driver glanced
Or
up
at least
the
they're not
preview
sun
screen
chips.
on his cabin camera. What he saw there made him grab his phone and start.
Dude,
You can jump scare us with tips. I can jump scare you with bags of chips.
Filming.
oh my god. We saw this one already. It's the camera is paused on a frame. And that's why he won't show you the left side, because the left side shows that it's paused and not playing. Also, the screen, the conditions on the screen never change, and all cameras royal in low light conditions, and there's no roiling. It's a photograph. So, going on. Oh, look.
Posted a follow-up. Filmed in daylight with his mum in the passenger seat, he holds his hand directly in front of the camera and films.
Now
the
he'll show you the
preview
whole
screen.
camera.
His hand doesn't show up there either. The angle he films from sits in a blind spot on the small display.
Once again, recreating a different condition to prove that something's the case. High light, it's daytime. You need to be like proving this once again at night when there's ambient red light. You need to show that the security camera or the dash cam, which is just a security camera, a dash cam is literally just a tiny security camera, but you need to be recreating the conditions where the thing happened in the first place. You can't prove something happened by creating an all-new experiment to prove the last experiment correct unless the conditions are the same.
The driver, for his part, isn't interested in the debate.
Or
He
by
posted what
you,
he saw her.
whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say.
In this nursing home, there's one room the staff won't put anyone in anymore. According to TikTok user Camila,
They call it the
Torres,
white
nurses
dog
used to
room.
joke about
It's where
switching
we put all the
shifts just
old
to
people
avoid
who are
it.
just
She
about
says
to
residents
die. So
placed
they
Yeah.
people
say
suffered
this is the
sudden
only haunted
episodes
room
and
in the
some passed
entire
away.
store, entire hospital.
Even walking past the doorway was enough to give staff chills.
People who are about to die often
Eventually,
smell
they
like
stopped
garlic.
placing anyone in it at all, and the room earned
ever notice
itself
that?
a grim nickname.
Yeah.
The Death
No, I
Room.
ever noticed that. Let me
One day,
check.
a resident
Oh,
asked
like,
for
I-
something
I mean,
unusual.
yeah,
She
I-
wanted the
people-
room
I moved a
cleansed,
lot
she
of
wanted it
really
recorded.
old people.
Maybe just it's just the cause and effect of liking garlic.
Hmm.
But it's what happens during that prayer.
The body
that sent this
craves
scary
garlic
video
as it
to
gets
over 12
older.
million.
I think it's because the liver is no longer detoxifying at adequate levels.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable assumption.
Surrounding it with your angels and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus' name.
Did you catch it? Watch the rosary in her.
He said cat shit.
Did you catch it? Yeah, catch it.
Cat shits all the time. What do you? So the rosary seems to have lifted up, Keirris.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I've seen this video before.
you think it's just string?
This was like 2 years ago. We were watching this one.
Yeah, I think it's string probably.
Yeah, I think it's either string or yeah, it's a big nothing burger is what it is.
Yeah. The problem is that, well, a lot of times when we're debunking or when I'm debunking videos, string is the answer, and it is very displeasing for the audience. For one particular audience member who left multiple comments recently, saying, all you did was just say that it's string. It's like, you know how many times that I say I hate saying that it's just string because it's too simple and nobody's going to want to hear a video where somebody just says that. And then the one time out of 639 videos that I don't specifically say that, somebody watches that and says, I'm not watching your videos anymore because you just said it was string. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude.
About 40 seconds in, the beads
It is
suddenly lift
string.
into the air,
Sometimes
arcing toward the
it's
darkness
just
of the
string.
doorway, as if something inside the room reached out and pulled at them.
Evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your
This beats smelling like General Yuck. Yeah, the problem is that it's not exactly like garlic. It's like a chemical garlic. It's like the pungent, sweet smell of I'm going to die soon.
It's the sugar
yeah,
decomposition.
Exactly.
Hanging strand of beads swings with every movement of the hand that holds it. But watch the direction. The rosary doesn't swing with her body. It lifts away from her.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. We don't need... maybe some people think the world is flat, so maybe people do need to be told that the direction of the beads matters. That's another response. Oh, that's basically it for that one. It's just string. One of the other problems that I have with some of the people who are commenting, not recently, but like in the past, never mind. I just forgot what I was going to say.
The creepiest part of this photo is that the woman who took it had no idea what she'd captured until the next day. She'd been...
Oh yeah, it was that they say that they told me that I don't need to explain everything, and that I'm talking down to the audience and treating them like they're retards. And I commented back saying, some people think the world is flat. So maybe somebody does need to be does need every little detail explained. If you don't think that this was nice and you didn't like that, maybe find something else to watch.
Walking through a cemetery in New Orleans, a city famous for its above-ground tombs and its reputation as one of the most haunted places in America.
I don't know.
She took a photo of one of the old crypts and thought nothing more of it.
Like, no, it's got a point.
Yeah, it's always crosses.
Day, flicking back through the pictures with her husband.
You know why? It's because it's one of the only it's like one of the few religious symbols that are worn on your body. Most other people have it painted or painted onto the wall or something. You know, they don't usually. Like I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody's kirpan come unsheathed on a ghost hunt because they don't go ghost hunting.
That's fair.
A figure in dark clothing with a pale face standing at the edge of the frame, not off in the distance, right beside her shoulder, close enough to touch.
Yeah, you're right. I should do that, Kevin.
Shared on Reddit's Ghosts
start over-explaining the tensile strength of specific weights of fishing line and how they can be used differently.
I have a photo like that.
When there wasn't a single person nearby.
So she's taking all these photos? Is this an actual photo or is this some sort of like... Yeah, it looks like an actual photo.
Oh, wow. That was quick. Found it right away.
Did you find that photo?
No, I have pictures like this. I don't know if I'm still streaming my screen.
One thing. She'd deliberately only taken photos.
Why? Like, what are we looking for?
Oh, sorry, hang on.
We were talking, so I didn't listen. So maybe that one guy is actually right about that. We should.
Nope. Can I just drag that in?
Let me try to find out.
The old crypts.
Yeah, you do you. I'll find the picture.
It was only the following day, flicking back through the pictures with her husband, that she saw it. And once the image is lightened, it's impossible to miss.
I don't see it. Whatever it's impossible to miss, I don't see it.
A figure in dark clothing with a pale face standing at the edge of the frame, not off.
What? Her? Keirris.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I'm
her.
saying.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about, the person on the left. So I was saying I have a picture just like that from Scotland. That because I was standing at, like, when I was in Scotland, I took burst photography
Yeah.
on a bunch of the stuff, just in case like something showed up. And then to try to get it to show up, I don't think I have that picture, which is unfortunate. But I had, what I did was, when you go to take a picture in low light, the shutter takes a couple seconds to process all of the information. So if you move something into the frame and then move it away, it becomes a ghost. And so, like, if you look at this example, if you can show that.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me switch back to Minecraft apparently. There you go.
That is my partner's arm.
Keirris, cover our usernames. Yeah. It's an inside joke, guys. It's an inside joke.
I'm not, you know what, man? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna do?
What are they gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Go ahead, call the police.
Call the police. Tell them we have stupid Discord names. Look at the name of the Discord. It's called Cancel Me Semi.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Anyways. Yeah, so this is,
look at the file size.
No.
It's right there if anybody's wondering.
Just to point out, like,
this 666
object on the left here, this object to the right here is the consequence of somebody standing there and me being like, get the fuck out of the way, and then them moving back, but the camera's still taking the picture, and now I have a ghost. You can even see like the shitty macro blocking around it as it was trying to process the data as it moved. So if you look at like that, the image of the girl that was on the screen, you'll probably see a very similar effect. Where it's got like a blockiness around it, where it's like processing left to right and like digitizing that information, and then like that object or that scene updates rapidly. And then you end up with something like this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
exactly.
You can go back to the video.
Now, yeah, so that's the thing they're saying is the ghost. So that's embarrassing, and they should feel ashamed of themselves.
The maybe goth baddie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Weird. Oh, look, they enhanced the photo. Bet you they also desaturated it. They wanted to make it as spooky as possible, so they did a little bit more than just brighten the image. They did.
They used AI to like interpret it. I did that with the Peter Gamblin film. I put it through AI because that's what a lot of people are doing. They're like that. So I put it through there, and it was like, all right, we're gonna make this thing look like a monkey.
Yeah.
That's an interesting picture of Leia on the wall there.
Yeah, it is, huh? It's like a silhouette or negative space. The girl was in the shadow and they brightened the pic too much. Yeah, exactly.
Family says something has been active inside their Southern California home, but lately, according to the mum, it's changed its behavior. It started targeting her daughter. She says it began
just once. Yeet that kid into the roof. If that happened, I'd be like, all right, it's a ghost.
That's a fucking poltergeist right there. It's haunted by throwing the kid around.
Her daughter came running to her, saying something had touched her head. Then the kid was this.
Is Elvis coming back, or is he just like, he's done?
It's one of those fucking... That's Hello Kitty on a hoverboard. You think that's not a battery-powered toy?
And it's the next clip filmed on the bedroom's night vision camera that viewers have found the most disturbing.
Yeah, you know what's the most disturbing part? That you're fucking giving us CCTV video evidence, the CCTV videos of your underage child daughter's bed while she's lying on it. That's the disturbing part.
Her arm appears to be
Yeah, I would have
pulled
worded that a
tugged
little
by
differently, but
something that
I
simply
No,
figured
that's
it.
exactly how it
there.
needs to be worded because that's why it's creepy.
Here's the
I would have
thing,
just said
this isn't a new
posting
account
videos of your
posting
child
the unlucky
online.
clip. The family's TikTok
Ugh.
account, Always for
Doesn't
Family,
matter where
has
it is.
scary videos stretching back years, all the way back in 2021.
I think the audience is intelligent enough
bedroom captured a
to
set of toy
understand what
golf
I'm trying to
clubs
say.
hovering over all by
Yeah.
themselves in a completely empty room.
Gravity.
In that clip, you can hear the mum call out from another room, asking what the noise was. Nobody had
It's-
been in there at all.
It's such a gentle. It's golf
you know,
clubs.
My fucking golf clubs are leaned against the wall because no matter how often I put them down and no matter how many balls I swap around, they will fall over randomly.
Yeah.
If you have too many balls in the front pocket and not the back pocket, it will fall
5
over.
years of activity,
Yeah.
and the pattern seems to be narrowing. First it was objects in an empty room, then toys moving right beside her. Now, if the mum's right, it's moved on to her daughter. Whatever's inside that house, it doesn't appear to be leaving. It seems to have made its choice.
They'll teach the kid there's nothing to be afraid of, like a real parent, and then these things will stop happening. She'll stop assuming everything is because of a ghost and start looking for a rational explanation, which will broaden her mind to understand things better, you know? Hey, why'd the toy turn on? Oh, maybe it's shorting out. Good, now the kid knows a little bit more about electronics.
2021, a mum took her daughter to the Capitol Theatre to see Frozen, snapping photos all day to
Batteries
capture the
first.
memories. Those photos then sat
the
on her
electrons are
phone
running rampant.
untouched for 4 years. It wasn't until last year, scrolling back through her camera roll, that she spotted something she'd never noticed before.
Oh my god. The amount
This
of
photo
people.
was sent in to us directly by a viewer named Kara, and in amongst the packed theatre crowd, one figure stands out.
Which one?
A woman
Is it the guy with the incredibly masculine features?
who appears
Wow,
semi-transparent.
he's is that fucking what's his name there? Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Keirris. Just the woman
Yeah,
in the
I
center
know.
of the frame.
Yeah, I know. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
I want you to say, I hate Callum.
Strangest mysteries don't come from
I
haunted
want to say
houses
slapped
or
hell.
dark forests.
Slapped hell.
Sometimes they come from a $5 tub of Greek yogurt. A Reddit user going by the username Lexi opened a fresh tub of yogurt, flipped the lid over, and found a question waiting for them on the
Yogurt?
underside.
Keirris. There's
Yeah.
no H in yogurt in wherever this is filmed.
Weird.
Yeah.
Written by hand in white letters. On a
People in the
strip of
comments
blue
or
tape,
like
it
our
reads,
viewers are just like,
"Why are you breastfeeding?"
what? There's no
Nobody
H in
knows who
yogurt.
wrote it. Nobody knows
Yes,
what
there
it
is here.
about.
Idiot.
Nobody
There
has the
is.
faintest idea what it's supposed to mean. Whoever stuck that note under the lid had no way of knowing who'd buy the tub, which somehow makes the question.
had a
That's
dream
what we
about
like
it.
to call a
Apparently-
quinky dink.
Yeah. You're responding to Jinx's comment?
What?
It's also a coinky dink. Is Jinx said that she had a dream about Henry Cavill last night.
Oh yeah.
Written for anyone.
I think we all dream about Henry
Whoever
Cavill every
opened
night.
it.
I had a
Post-shock
dream that I
code
kept
Not a
waking up and my
coincidence.
mattress was made of wood. I was like, what? Who took my mattress?
And replaced it with this block of wood.
Yeah. Probably because of Minecraft.
on Reddit's strange forum.
It
and the top
was
comments
perfectly
spoke for
square,
most
too.
of us. They said they'd toss that.
I remember I was like, this is not comfortable.
And a white blob is a hard no. The uploader agreed on one point. They definitely weren't eating it, but they were absolutely taking it back to the store because it cost $5.
Why would you take it back to the store? Somebody lifted the lid, didn't tamper with the seal, and put a blue piece of painter's tape that says, "Why are you breastfeeding?" Oh my god, the product is contaminated. The product has a
Also,
secondary
point out that
seal.
this picture, listen,
Is AI, yeah.
that picture is AI,
Uh-huh.
right? Not just that. There's like a receipt on the right side that says "Return Zoe Greek yogurt non-fat plain," and then yeah,
It's like a poster, yeah.
the label that we're looking at is also AI. The "Why are you breastfeeding" is not handwritten. Look how smooth the lettering is. Like it's
Well,
it's
well, I
like
mean,
very,
no. This whole thing is just an AI recreation. The original photo is this.
it still doesn't look real to me.
I don't know. Some people have nice writing.
It's like possible, like it's a digitally made tag, and then the person is like rating or like doing it's like a publicity stunt or something.
Yeah, or like some
And
sort of
so they
like,
printed out stickers and they're placing those stickers in like random places.
yeah, like a protest or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't return a thing of yogurt to the store just because somebody had put something under
Somebody
the
left a
lid.
note in it.
Yeah.
World
I would.
this
I mean, like,
week. First up, police in
you can
Moses
you
Lake,
can check
Washington,
really simply
have
if
cracked
the
case with help
hypodermic
from a
needles
very
are hard to
unlikely
detect.
source,
Yeah.
a Ouija board. On Friday, the 3rd of July,
Ew. Is that a fiberglass Ouija board?
What?
Look at this.
Ew.
Ew,
What
look
the
at how
fuck?
fucking itchy the edges of that Ouija board would make you. Ugh.
Oh jeez.
This is a cursed object.
That is definitely a cursed object.
You can't say that.
On Friday, the 3rd of July, someone broke into a car on East Nelson Road, ripping the stereo out of the dashboard and making off with house keys,
It must have been a
prescription
ghost.
medication, and a
Yeah.
Ouija board. As luck would have it, an officer
can't-
had chatted with a woman
can't
earlier
fucking
that
say
same day and noticed she was carrying a Ouija board in her bag. He thought nothing of it at the time, but when the theft report came in, he remembered the board,
What?
tracked the woman down, and found her still carrying it along with the rest of the stolen items. The 36-year-old
arrested her.
tried to run, but was
These are
arrested
all-
and booked into Grant County Jail on 5
This is all
charges.
AI.
This is all AI.
Apparently, the spirit world never warned her the police were coming.
Oh,
What?
what?
Speaking of things lurking in the night,
I
residents
don't
of
understand
Zexé,
any
a
of
small
that.
town in
What the fuck
Pernambuco,
was that?
Brazil,
What does that have
spent
to do with
weeks
anything?
convinced a werewolf
Yeah.
was stalking their streets. A figure in a snarling mask, wide-brimmed black hat, gloves, and a long black cape kept appearing in the early hours, and the videos spread like wildfire.
Yeah, somebody dresses up like Batman over here. Holy fuck.
An ending, sort of.
It's Jeepers
For 8 years,
Creepers. It is,
father and
yeah.
son treasure hunters Dennis and Ken Parada have been
It-
locked in a legal battle with the FBI over Dents Run, Pennsylvania, where legends
Are you asking who Henry
What?
Cavill is?
Warhammer Daddy?
Yeah, Warhammer Daddy.
Union Gold in 1863
Geralt.
on its way to the Philadelphia.
the good one.
The pair led the
The
FBI
man
to
that
the site
every
in
man would be gay
2018
for.
after
Yeah.
instruments
Just
detected
because he looks like
7
he's a good friend.
metallic mass. The bureau
He looks like he would
and
give the
declared
best
to find
hugs.
Nothing, but locals
Yeah, him and
reported
Jason
hearing
Momoa.
machinery running
Yeah, well,
overnight when the
Jason
thing was
Momoa
supposed
might
to be
squeeze your head
paused,
off.
and watching armored trucks roll out in the early morning. This week, the Justice Department settled the Parada's
Diabetes.
records lawsuit, paying out $26,000 in legal costs. Dennis Parada says the released files only deepened his suspicion of a cover-up, and his next stop is the US Mint itself to find out whether anything arrived there after the dig.
What is...
And finally, from one buried mystery to another. A research team has secured Turkish government permits for the most comprehensive scientific investigation ever
Oh, no.
conducted at the Durupinar Formation, a boat-shaped mound just 18 miles from Mount
Noah's Ark?
Ararat that some believe is the fossilized remains of Noah's Ark.
Way too small.
The site measures
yeah,
515
though-
feet long, matching the Ark's dimensions given in the Book of Genesis.
The Ararat
They fit two of every
Ararat
single...
Mountains
Sorry?
has some of the oldest. The Ararat Mountains have some of the oldest human remains, the human civilized remains. The issue here is that when you're looking at this, they're like, look at this monumental piece, 515 feet in length. That's the cap of the boat. If you look at if you look at the shape, follow the mountain ridge all the way around, and you'll see that it is a further 600 feet from that point to the actual tip of the boat.
So you're saying that's like the where the person would stand to like drive the boat, if it was like a modern
where
ship.
That's where the people sleep. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
ship's cabin.
Oh,
So the
cabin.
on the top
Cabin.
of
You
the
said
boat.
cabin.
So if, yeah.
I thought you said
So
cap.
if the structure is believed to be the actual remains of Noah's Ark, that would only be the cabin of the boat, not the boat itself. The boat itself would extend all the way to the tip of that ridge in the distance there. So it's total the total length of this boat is over 1,500 feet.
Hmm. I think the most interesting thing about this is going to be that they're going to destroy a relatively unique, naturally occurring thing that looks remarkably similar to a human eye.
Honestly, it just looks like it just looks like a what is it, land sublimation, where
Hmm.
like basically the plates shift underneath of each other and they push up in one direction.
Yeah.
Subduction, I think it's called.
Subduction, yeah. It's when the subduction is when one plate goes under the other plate.
Yeah, it slides under the other plate and then it like raises up, and the consequence is that sometimes when the knife's edge pierce each other, they create like a rolling hill.
Yeah.
Where you get these rolling, like the ridge, then the ridge, then the ridge, then the ridge, then the ridge.
Yeah.
So like in a partial subduction.
Kind of like kicking a skateboard up.
It's interesting too, because like, when you discuss like the reason that they suggested this was Noah's Ark is because relatively close to this site is what's known as the Eret civilization, which is like the ruins of a civilization that is as old as the flood myth would be. And then that's also where this is Turkey, I believe, northern Turkey, I want to say.
Yeah.
In the same mountains, there's a so that civilization. It's at such a high peak that it's like when you think of Machu Picchu and stuff like that. It's at such a certain elevation where the only time the water would have reached that elevation is if the entire world was flooded and whatever. So they believe that was the original civilization, and then there's a lake that's up there, up in those mountains, where there's ruins of a town or of a city in the bottom of the lake. But that lake is filled with glacial water, ancient glacial water. So the water had to have gotten up there somehow, flooded that region, and the only time that region would have been drained enough is 50,000 years ago was the last time that land would have been dry enough for people to build on it. So the fact that
they would be hunter-gatherers at that point is the thing, because 12,700 years ago was the Younger Dryas, right?
Yeah,
and that predates that by an additional 40. Damn,
that's 40,000 years. Or 38,000 years.
Also, nothing scares me quite as much as a sunken city or any sunken man-made object.
Kukultarla is 9,000 BC.
Wow, so that's a friggin'.
So that would have been 14,000 years ago, I want to say.
Damn.
12,000? I don't know. Because like right now we're 2,000 AD after death. BC would be before us. So that's 11,000, 12 to 12,000 years ago Kukultarla is. And this predates would predate Kukultarla by 40 or 38,000 years.
Yeah, Lucy's saying that it's probably, or that she's hypothesizing that it's a burial mound.
It's called, if anybody wants to look up the civilization, it's called the Kingdom of Urartu. It's the 9th and 6th century BCE, in the Armenian Highlands. And then the one that predates that, it's between the years 1300 and 600 BC is where the Eret civilization rose. So that's why they're called the Eret Mountains. But the civilization up there is the Eret civilization. It's I can send the information in Discord or something. But
yeah, do that.
It's an interesting thing.
All right.
Yeah, and then if you look at Cuba, Cuba's got sunken remains of a city on its coastline.
Part of Port Royal in Jamaica is underwater too.
Yeah, the thing with the Cuban Sea is that like that civilization also has things like there are roads, there's geometry under there. You can see this on my screen, but don't bother showing it on the stream. This is in Cuba's water.
Oh, I did bother.
Yeah, you can't. Huh?
I did bother.
So this is the ruins that they've seen, the sonar images. So like they have discovered these sonar images underneath of Cuba's water, and there's just practically no excuse. These did not form natural. These are not natural.
Absolutely not. There is no way if that's what they actually look like if that's actually there, or if it's not just like completely fabricated.
Yeah, well, it's a sonar image, so like it looks like this. Like down here, not like that. Like these are computer renders, like generations of it.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the information that we're actually looking at is so let's see if I can get this on. Yeah, this is the image that you'd be looking at, and then this is the computer's the interpretation of that data. You can see like the boxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like this structure here, it's like there's like high peaks, low peaks, there's shadows and stuff like that. So the sonar imaging of the of it, this is where it is in Cuba at the tip, it's underwater. This particular area would have also not been underwater for the last time that particular section of this inlet was above water was like 18,000 years ago or something like that. So well before our oldest recorded human history.
God damn, that's crazy.
So like what we know about ancient civilization is not.
But Port Royal got
No,
flattened
it's-
by an earthquake? Then a tsunami?
Like recently?
When did that happen? Was that recent? Google that.
To bits, you say. What?
Google that.
What, tsunami?
Oh wait, no, yeah. Sorry, yeah, no. That I see. Yeah, so the part that was underwater went underwater because of an earthquake and then a tsunami that sunk it. Yeah, I see. I was like, Jesus, did the rest of it sink? When I was there, the guy, the tour guide was saying that was something that was likely to happen in the future too. Oh yeah, look, see that house there on the left? It says Port Royal, Jamaica, a UNESCO site. It's like a tilted house. Yeah, I went in there. Right around this building is there's a plant. It's called Shame Old Lady that when you touch it, it closes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
That's awful.
That's disgusting.
Are those real pictures?
Apparently.
I specifically chose not to look it up because I knew that it would be unsettling to me.
Hey, you want to see something really unsettling?
Oh no. Oh, that's awful. Ugh.
You've seen this picture before?
They run a boat over it. Hey guys, look, that's what happens when we fuck up.
Yeah, you've seen this image before of the ship underwater. That's Tobermory.
Wow.
Yeah.
I earned my my crippling fear of sunken objects from a Black Creek Pioneer Village or one of the other. We went on a field trip when we were children, and they told us a story about how the water is functionally dead and nothing decays at the bottom. And there's a man on a carriage with his horses at the bottom of the water.
I think you're mistaken. The man wasn't there. It was just the horses. It was a log-drawn carriage. It was being brought across the ice. The ice broke, and the horse-drawn carriage went down there. And they hypothesized because the lake it's called the soda lake. It's still microclimate biome where like things don't like shift around. They surmise that because of the nature of the lack of circulation in the lake, that the horses are still down there, and at night you can see the light reflecting off their eyes.
Yeah, and that horrified me so deeply that it birthed a phobia that
I don't know if it's Black Creek though, because I think that was Pioneer Village, but this place was something else.
Yeah.
Was it the Pioneer Village? Yeah, I think this is a different place.
Yeah, it's a
Pioneer
different
Village
place.
Yeah, that was a farm, I think.
Yeah. I used to. I just looked over. Lucy's talking about Cthulhu. I used to be able to chant the whole, the whole Cthulhu. Remember? Yeah, whatever. I used to know the chant in Cthulhu from the Call of Cthulhu by heart. I used to say it to people.
Yeah.
I used to just walk up to my coworkers and just whisper it in their ear and then walk away, and they'd be like, "What the fuck was that?" Yeah, you can look that up. Let's get through the rest of this fucking
Crawford Lake. That's what it's called. It's called
Crawford Lake. Yeah,
holds nearly 3 times more carbon than the ground around it, which they argue is exactly what a giant wooden ship rotting underground would leave behind. Geologists maintain the whole thing
high carbon.
is a
Carbon
natural
is
rock
in
formation.
everything.
The
So
expedition, announced in June and featuring core drilling and an underground drone nicknamed Gopher, is set to begin later this year.
It's Crawford
One way
Lake
or another,
near
we
Milton.
should finally get an
Oh, wow.
answer. That's your rapid fire round. Now,
I'm just in the pool.
All right.
Back to the countdown with a quick one and a challenge. See if you can spot what made this swimmer freeze.
It's Jesus. Pareidolia. Anyone interested in your local Jesus? Does that not look like Jesus to you? I mean, I guess it might not look like Jesus to everybody. It looks like Jesus to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right there.
Yeah, it looks
TikTok
like...
user just some dude 154 was having a swim when he glanced over at the bushes beside the pool and noticed something in the greenery.
Yeah, it's probably volcanic. You're right, yeah.
Right there.
There, in amongst the leaves, is what looks like a dark face. 2 hollow eyes and an open mouth sitting perfectly still, seemingly
I'm kind of glad...
swim.
I'm glad we've circled around and we're okay with Lovecraft again, because there was a huge point in time rather recently where people were really angry that he was a racist or something, and it was like, yeah, it was like what, like 100 years ago, everyone was racist. That doesn't mean his books aren't good.
His grandfather used to show him an old photograph from his school days.
Separate the art from the artist, guys.
Same strange thing. The boy in the background was a friend of his, and that friend had died a year before the photo was taken.
Liar. Next. Anyone? Oh no, the feed crashed, and now I gotta reload chat. Yeah.
At the bottom of a frozen pool of water, something red appears to be breathing.
Yeah, Jinx wouldn't have seen it because the glasses. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
This scary video has been circulating online for years now, and it's never been explained. It was uploaded by a YouTuber called Bruco Syndicate, who documents unusual happenings in his area. He says he was out walking his dog one winter's day, somewhere rural and blanketed in snow, when he came across a dark pool of open water sitting in the ice. And when he leaned over and looked inside, he started filming.
I'm sorry, what? Keirris?
What?
Can you explain this to me?
What?
I'm like, forgive me, I'm too stupid to understand this.
Syndicate, who documents
There's a frog.
happenings in his area. He says he was out walking his dog one winter's day.
Look, it's winter. It's winter. Everything's cold. Everything's frozen. But look in the water.
Pool of open water sitting in the ice.
There's a frog on the bottom right. Watch it.
Over and looked inside. He started filming.
Look, there's a frog.
Okay.
Wouldn't they be like?
It's pretty easy to explain. So frogs freeze in the winter, but they don't freeze solid all the time. If there's liquid water under the surface, it's likely that the water is tepid enough to for them to move around. I think frogs freeze at a specific, like a much lower temperature.
Maybe it's spring. Yeah, it could be a spring.
Is -3 to -8 degrees, so anything in between that would be fine. There are like tales about frogs being encased in stone, and then being alive when the stone is broken open.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about that.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple process, or it's a pretty simple thing. It's the frog in the stone. Well, first off, it was probably a hoax, but
probably
what was suggested is that the stone was a geode, and the geode had a fissure in it, and a frog tadpole entered the.
What would it eat? Like that's the question.
Algae, water. Frogs feed off of like aquatic vegetation or something like that. Flies and bugs and shit like that. So like I don't know, it would have to have survived somehow to gestate to an entire frog. But
you mean maybe it's a spring?
Yeah,
hot
like
spring or hot gas. Yeah,
it's spring.
Oh yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Where's your whole solution? You just figured it all out. Yeah, so that's probably clay.
Yeah, but look, it's doing this like
spring. Yeah, so that's the process of like air and
sunken branches.
It's like farting, right?
Red. And
yeah, so it's like it's coming up and then the pressure is pulling it back down, kind of thing, because it's the varying temperatures in the liquid. So it probably goes up there, cools, and gets sucked back down, and is replaced by warmer water over and over again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just didn't understand the frog.
Like, yeah, because if that's the case, then the water under the ice is warm enough
Some
for the frog to
viewers
have
have
warmed up.
suggested a
Yeah.
thermal's
It's
bent,
a-
pushing
it's
warm
a hot
water up
spring
through
underneath.
the lake bed in pulses.
Yeah.
Others point to iron-rich groundwater springs, which can stain
Oh, yeah,
sediment
look at that.
to
Everybody's-
red and stir
yeah.
in slow surges. Both are real phenomena. Neither quite captures how organic this thing looks, the way the rhythm holds steady in and
I like
out
frogs.
like lungs.
It's called.
The uploaded
Yeah, it is a process.
The thermal plume of deep water, and then it's being pushed as
Geothermal vent beneath the ice. Ground melts. The frozen layer mixes with
Yeah.
subsurface materials to cause a pressurized bubbling clay surges known as mud pots. So that's what that is. It's a subglacial, or it's a mud pot underneath the water.
Anna's got shiny
because
moments. Sorry, go on. Anna's got shiny moments. I like that. Yeah. All right, yeah, that's pretty neat. Did a ghost rate these books? No, we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, that one's not an actual video. It's just a listener story.
Yeah, and I hate those. Anecdotal evidence is the lowest form of evidence, and that's the end of the video. Jesus, do you actually ramble for like?
Yeah, he does. He does. He rambles for like the last 10 minutes.
Jesus.
Every episode he does that.
That's fucking stupid. All right, I think we're good today.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys want to see the shrimp one last time, and then I'll switch to the outro from that.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
I'll do that. Where's the thing? Grab that just in case. All right, everyone. I think we're gonna call it for today. 2.5 hours, not bad, or 2 hours and 40 minutes. Almost 3 hours, dude. 20 minutes short.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Still didn't have Elvis. I didn't see him, so I hope he shows up next time, because I miss him. Yeah, shrimps. So, love you. See you next time. And here's the shrimp for 5 minutes, and then I'll run the credits.
Roll the credits.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
the same. See you when I forget your name. Wait for the ping, wait for the glow. Where did all the hours go? Stay a while, leave a sign. Don't let the feed just die on the vine. Don't let it die. Guelph is getting quiet now. I'd tell you more if I knew how. See you in the comments section. A digital connection. Turning off the screen to breathe. Turning off, it's time to